we are gonna get on started already. Our first game of the night, 6 best of ones. And to begin with, it's Todak and XOXO to look to set the pace early on. The Indonesian squad will be on the attack, XOXO on the defense. And EJ, despite being the only non-Indonesian in the squad, he's very familiar with the likes of Flips and Elmi Moore from the past.
Oh yeah, and I'm pretty sure, Flips and the rest of the guys know how to comms in English anyways as to accommodate EJ being that duelist, but we've seen EJ, and he is a ferocious player on that duelist role.
Yeah, he has been a journeyman in many a region. Also that foray in RRQ within that tier 1 scene. It's like technically what, 3 former RRQ players on the squad right now for Todak. Very heavy-handed. But Suaku, the first one to actually get the kill there. Todak in response just find the push anyway, and they're gonna go for the A side.
Yeah, great early contact here from Todak. His site plant should be going down without much of a problem for them. The question here is in the 2v4, you want to be able to find the pick early. Let's see if Alright can do it. That's no.
Doesn't seem very alright there. Flips instead. They want to find the pick, and Todak just understanding quickly that XOXO wanted to play the push there towards main. He found the answer, and in a 4v1, Anyzex is relatively in trouble. Paranoia comes on in. They get the shot. Elmi Moore with the kill, and Todak on the board.
Well, I mean, this is, I think, case in point here. Todak are the more experienced team, which means in those situations when maybe it comes to like awkward moments here at the start, even blowing through the one-way, even with utility coming their way, they just know how to react to it. They just know what to do and can anticipate that defensive setup there on the opening A main. So, good opening start here from TDK. I want to see what XOXO got to bring, though, in these type of eco rounds.
Yeah, XOXO, you can see immediately they want to play aggressive. So cute, as well as Ita Earth, always syncing on up to find plays with the Neon Breach there. But their talent's not brought towards B side. Smoke comes on out. EJ, respect that for now and back away. And so far, so good. XOXO, at least keeping all the lanes checked as much as possible. Todak, a bit of a default here. Just try to find a punish early on.
Well, XOXO, if you're in an eco situation like this, 5v5, I'd argue that it's almost always favorable, well, majority of the time, to pick a strong side of the map. Play like maybe a 4-1 defense instead of playing this like 3-2 here. You just don't have as much firepower to work with, obviously, in an eco, so spreading yourselves thin might not be the best option, but luckily they're able to gather that information early and can now rotate as needed.
Sayu, sending out the Owl drone, should be able to suss out Brave here. EJ now using that scan to the fullest effect. Well placed by Sayu, but alright, stack strong here towards the back side. Todak already getting more, clearing these angles. Elmi Moore, great shots from him, and Todak to the second round.
Yeah, just outgunning here. XOXO, good picks they were able to find there, especially on EJ, who was playing within that site on the dice. But they roll it, and it definitely heavily favors TDK. So for Todak, not a bad economic situation, to be fair. Like, you got a bunch of Guardians, more than enough to do good damage to XOXO moving forward.
Yeah, XOXO. It's a lot of raw talent in this roster. We were talking about it a while ago where this team coming in from the open qualifiers to make it all the way to the grand finals of the Thai qualifiers. There's potential on the squad. They've been grinding for the longest time this year. And towards B. Todak now on the bonus, keeping it slow and steady on the pace. As soon as I say that, though, utility gets stumped, and here they come to even 5 Anyzex. Sure, the shear is up, but it doesn't matter. They got the pick off the device, and it's gonna be an easier take from this point on. Here they come again to go for the ring hit.
Yeah, and EJ already has entirety of the backside control anyway, so it's gonna have to be a full site retake coming from XOXO here. Good counteraction there on the contact. Suaku trying to lead the charge on the retake here, Dax.
That's so cute now in position. XOXO using that firepower to defensive advantage, but the reload in front of the opposition is a little awkward. 1v1, or 1v2 actually. The flash comes on in. Elmi Moore still healthy though. And they get the tap onto the spike. Try to pressure Elmi Moore. He's just so steady, and Elmi Moore with a spray! The clutch here for Todak to get the bonus done.
More and more for Elmi Moore. just getting everything here. In round number 2, he got the double with the Ghost, and then he makes 2 Ghosts out of the last remaining XOXO players there at the end. Great stuff here initially coming from Todak, right? And then you see XOXO on the retake. Okay, they're able to make things work. Bring it down to the 2v1. While both of them were low HP, it doesn't matter because a headshot is what he hits. Anyways, they're kind of playing with, hoping the fact that they would, or Elmi Moore would think it's a fake, but no.
Yeah, but no, those are decisions made by veterans, by players who've gone above and beyond the usual competition, right? These players, like Elmi Moore, like Flips, like EJ, they played in Pacific. They did all they can against some of the best teams. And right now, they're looking to up that standard and more here in VCTC. EJ now, and the rest look to push towards lobby. XOXO gonna answer from the other side here by Link. Fragment though, and Todak! Great cover to at least get rid of 2 so far. Rave backing off from Elbow. The paranoia is gonna be the answer here from Todak. Doesn't really connect though. The rest of TDK. Now, from the shadows onto the site. They still want to hit this A site here. Neural Tiff as well. All the intel right now, Black and Blue. And Todak can just assess the situation.
Yeah, they can still leave one. Look at the TP here by Elmi Moore. He's found himself deep. A free kill potentially for him, and there he does find it. 2v4. Now he knows the last 2 are in the site, and Elmi Moore will just farm them for even more.
Yeah, it's in the name and it's in the game. He gets more and more. 1+1, always an addition here to Elmi Moore right now. And with 9 kills on the board, he is just above and beyond everyone else's server right now. But so far so good. Todak has found multiple answers to the XOXO aggression. And in the anti-eco, they look even more clean. They use what they can to get that intel and make sure they bring their guns to the next round.
Now, if you're XOXO right now, if this round doesn't work out, you might want to think of calling your first tack early on here in the half, because they really need to start being able to secure their positions a lot better. The Todak right now are just running amok and able to open up the rest of the map anytime they want.
Oh, EJ has actually slipped in towards A here from mid. With those numbers all right, we'll say this is no bueno. Can't actually fight that one. A-Link now, or lobby rather, being taken by XOXO, but Todak is working well across the map. The backstab here from EJ could be huge. They did see him coming, but it doesn't matter. It's out Earth, the first to fall. Now the rest of Todak to follow suit, and the pinch, the crunch, it's just way too strong. Todak again, setting their sights towards his A side. And with all right here, trying to play on the objective. He's good for 1, but that's all he'll get. Todak again, strolling their way in.
Yeah, they're just completely ripped open here. And I'd wonder if it's because they don't have any hard traps really on their side. As a Sentinel, they got the Vice, but it isn't the same as maybe a Killjoy or a Cypher, right? So they're just able to find their way on in. I mean, to be fair, against EJ, they, all right, I believe, did see him coming from the defensive spawn there. He did ping it out for the rest of his team, but EJ still wins the fight. So what can you do at that point, right? You have the information, you know he's coming, and you still lose out the duel. It just sometimes comes down to experience, yes, but I think XOXO here need to recompose themselves after this round.
Yeah, and it was just a dry peek anyway, right? It's out Earth, peeks it over, still getting caught. And like I'll always say, in a best of 1 situation, getting a good start is such a great way to just kick off all the action. Look at this, 5-0 right now. Momentum heavily in favor of Todak. And XOXO, they can't afford to be hemorrhaging like this. Quick little replay. And as you talk about it there, Black and Blue, just a wrap around here from Todak. So good at making the map feel so small here for XOXO, and they're going to go for their own timeout.
Oh yeah, they're just squeezing it. And I like that you use the word hemorrhaging, because it feels like, while yes, it is due to what Todak is doing against them, there's also some internal strife here that's happening in terms of how they're coordinating themselves as a team, right? They're leaving too much open without giving anything else in return. When you're playing on that defense, right, and you don't maybe have a hard sentinel to really lock down the position and leave it and gain information passively, you want your defense to be like a net. If somebody moves away, then somebody has to take that space that you moved away from just to make sure that hole isn't left open. And while it was only left open for a short amount of time, that was more than enough for EJ to exploit it.
And quick little timeout here. Coach Snowball is talking with the rest of XOXO. And as of now, the squad, honestly, relatively young, right? We've had players here that did come from a full sense under 20 squad for a little bit. So cute. I think he's like only 17. So experience is being built on the fly here for XOXO. But against Todak right now, it is going to be a very tough ask to try and get on the board. They're pinging out A here towards the lobby side. LB Moore, different plan. He's on top of the one-way box. Smoked off for now. The rest of the team just waiting to see if anyone from XOXO will push out again.
Well, I mean, as you mentioned, right? Some of these guys coming from developmental teams, I think Itaú Earth, even coming from like the Xersha Academy team. So there's really a young set of players is what we got here in XOXO, and not to say that TDK are any more older or anything like that, but you know, they definitely are the more experienced guys.
They are older too.
Well,
let's
yeah,
be real.
that's true.
Yeah.
Time to jump.
I think what Flips and Sayo are 26 or something like that.
Those
Just
guys have
goes
been
to show-
competing forever.
Forever. They started their careers pretty young too, but in any case, Kodak now. XOXO, that's what they need. And he's actually getting a double there. EJ also very close, just running through Itaú Earth, but Zuo Q, well, in response, there's trades here from XOXO at the very least, so they've equalized the numbers here. A good chance to try and get on the board. Playing together towards spawn, but Todak now, A has been so successful throughout this game, and they're gonna go for it again.
30 seconds left.
Well, the announcer said it, right? Time is ticking. They do have the proper spot here to get the plant down going. They just aren't sure
Spike
where
planted.
exactly XOXO are going to be coming from. We're opting to stick together here while TDK split themselves up. That's a good camera. We'll give them forward information.
Stun is coming his way.
enemy remaining.
So cute there with a good clear, but LB Moore has been the Reaper throughout the rounds.
Great flash.
The blind comes on in. XOXO forced to play and save the double swing again. LB Moore with a +1. The second time he clutches like that, and Todak go to 6.
No way. I knew it was coming as soon as they were both there on the back of the site, and you can see them lining up to try and swing together. And I saw it was LB Moore was taking this fight. I was like, no way. No way he does it again, but he for sure delivers. LB Moore has always been one of the more reliable players in the clutch when it comes to the Indonesian scene, and you're seeing that come into full effect here today.
Yeah, LB Moore, a legend of Indonesia here, especially in what, a 2-3 year run within Onyx, within RRQ. Some big names throughout the Indonesian scene. Helper Eagle as well, actually. But here goes LB Moore, now the first to fall after that initial pick. 4v3 though. Advantage for Todak. They're gonna go for the dimensional drift also. Jay pinging out so cute as much as he can. Sends out the blind side. Another one perhaps. The sun comes on in. Here comes the fake out now! And XOXO, they're just completely blinded here. Todak just tear them apart.
Yeah, what more is there to say? Torn asunder as XOXO just unable to really stop the intentions that TDK do to deliver here today. It's only the opening half, but it's painting quite a bleak picture. If you're TDK right now, you've got to be feeling good, but it's XOXO who have to try and regather themselves a bit better. They already called a timeout, and still, now they're back in the same spot that they've been seeing themselves in throughout the half. Another eco here. I want to see them take some risks here, Dax, on these ecos instead of kind of playing out the default, defensive setup.
Yeah, and because Todak knows that by the book. XOXO also. 5 ultimates available here, but now with one gone, I dare say Eddie Zex could have been the most important ult there. That Steel Garden could have at least equalized the gunplay there. Flips. Already plant.
Spike
EJ
planted.
doesn't even dare cross towards Ali. But Todak, he dares. He's gonna set up the gate crash. Go fishing now. The timing is perfect. He's gonna find Rave into the corner. EJ here with the kill. A fast lane onto the side tour. LB Moore searching the Neon first and foremost. And that's just confidence from Kodak. They can take their time picking them apart one by one. Because of this, they've got to 8.
He who dares wins, and EJ is a very, very non-risk adverse player, to say the very least, right? He doesn't mind. Even if you have a lead, there might be an eco, why not, right? Maybe you could just farm them even more. 8-0. XOXO here hugs and kisses abound for this team. Their opening series, rather half of the day, isn't looking too shabby. But yeah, I mean, TDK just outclassing them here. And I once again, I'm going to reiterate what I said. I want to see a bit more risk taken by XOXO. Where's the defensive pushes, the defensive setups and executes that you're going to see to start off a round?
Well, they are trying to play off a set play there. A stun from Arcade, a push towards B main. But Todak again, the right read at the right time.
Yeah.
And not only that, this is a heavy stack here from Todak. That's 3 players minimum. Looking to watch out for the angle. Elmi Moore as well. Just a long lurk in. He's ready at Boba, but so cute. That's so cute getting a pick. This is a good start here for XOXO.
Yeah, that's what they need. Oh, look at the lurk here by Elmi Moore, though. He's already within that B site. EJ does get found, so that's another great shutdown here from XOXO, leaving a 5v3 in XOXO's favor.
Yeah, this is the best look from XOXO so far. They're seeking, though, the rest of Todak here, and I like the play from Todak in a way. Elmi Moore is coming to the team. I've slipped from mid to B. You can actually play into market at this point. And Kylie and Sayu make that noise, break that door, and they'll get the pulse plant onto this B site.
But XOXO think it's still an A. Okay, the scan will go down when this plant does go down. We're gonna for sure know it's B now. But yeah, 5v3. This is still arguably losable here from XOXO if they blunder the retake.
No, look at the post-plant positioning here from Todak. Elmi Moore towards main. We have one here in market as well. Kylie, trip bar, sure comes on in. So cute now. Good scan in. They're trying to kill the Cypher. It's taking a bit of time. But in the end, it's Sayu ready to receive. 2v4 though at the shot onto the spike. The flash is good. Now it's Itawart making it happen. Elmi Moore all alone. He's won 1v2s before. But a 1v4, is it much to ask? He's got it 2 already. Elmi Moore. The stick coming on in. And XOXO, they had the numbers. And they'll get on the board.
I mean, if not for the smoke there, you would have never known what the outcome of that round could have been. Especially with Elmi Moore at the helm, 1v2. That was a 1v4 he brought to a 1v2, by the way. And somehow the Phantom just favors him here today. And, well, a good clear out initially here towards that market position. Making sure the Cypher was neutralized early and, you know, getting rid of the utility. Making sure that there was backup in that endeavor. But XOXO, that's a good start here. A long, long trail to still continue on, but it's a start.
Yeah, better late than never. And in this case, if they can salvage 4 rounds on this defense, it's going to be a good sign for them moving into the attacking side. Here we have it again. Sokin actually catching out Kylie. Now XOXO looking a bit more heated into this game. Utility, off towards Ali. Stun comes on in. It's Todak. Pop flash around these corners. Steel Garden. Answer is gonna be that null command. It's still gonna cast though. It's still gonna jam those primaries. The shorty, it's trying, but so cute. He's got it in there. XOXO now with the numbers again. They're doing everything right in this round. And with Sayu all alone as Flips will be left to his own devices on that side. XOXO.
Last
this is what we were waiting for from them.
Yeah, that Steel Garden is such a great equalizer. In that case, not even an equalizer, just a big advantageous piece of utility to you can utilize. Azu, so cute. That's how you say his name. It's so cute. Gets his 4K for the game. They're continuing it now, Dax. 2 in a row.
Yeah, and the immediate timeout called here by Todak. Respect on that play. I like the fact that they're calling this timeout just because they've had a great streak so far. They found all the answers for XOXO, and now it's XOXO starting to run away with a bit of a streak. So Coach Severin here, also formerly a renowned player in really high-tier Indonesian squads, right? And that's the thing, this Todak team, I'm still kind of getting used to the fact that they're representing Indonesia now. But if you look at the group stage currently here, Black and Blue of VCTC, they really need that Indonesian representation after Alter Ego bowed out.
Oh yeah, I mean, Indonesia has always been one of the deepest regions we've had in SEA anyways, so you know that for sure. Even if maybe the top seed goes away, the guy replacing them, they're still going to be a very, very tenacious team to go up against. Now, XOXO, yes, they might not be as, you know, as, I guess, experienced as Todak, but that's true for almost every other team in this tournament so far and the split here in the relegation. So, It's nothing against them. They're definitely one of the newer teams when you're coming here from Thailand, but still, XOXO, let's see what they got to bring.
Yeah, XOXO. They brought the battle, though, that's for sure. 2 rounds now. 2 more if they can keep this up. The 3 ultimates too. It's our it. Haven't really seen the Rolling Thunder here from XOXO as of yet. Something they've kept in their pocket for a good day. Oh, that Rave. Playing on the height here. Flash again. Kodak using those flashes to clear those corners. Also get the suppress onto the Omen here. TDK now onto that A side. This is very cheeky here, Black and Blue. That Omen, they're trying to check, they're trying to ping it. They're very aware that that's a possibility. Spike's gonna get planted, but the angles are good here for XOXO.
Now look at the retake here coming from XOXO. They're looking to maybe catch him off guard from the rear. There is a tripwire, and Rave, he's gonna find the pick. Great job from him. Just have to wait for the proper timing before they actually get on this execute. They've got utility coming here from mid.
Ooh, they found all the angles of opportunity. And backstab on backstab. XOXO getting the job done. Flips all alone here. The clear outs have been so strong. And with Flips all alone, trying to clutch it. He's got in 3, but that's all he'll get as XOXO go to a 3rd.
These Todak players are still so ferocious in those 1vx situations, always got multi-frags before being taken down eventually, outnumbered and outgunned. But XOXO, 3 now in a row. This is what we wanted to see a bit earlier on from XOXO. It seems like they've kind of adjusted to the pace of the game here and kind of gotten a better read on how to play against TDK, and perhaps warmed up their aim anyways, which has always been a great hallmark of their play. Like when you look at some of their previous matches, players like So Cute and All Right have been very, very reliable in the fragging department.
Yeah, and he's gotten 12 kills right now. XOXO, now the 4 that we expect from them coming into this one. The stun, Loki trying to work off it. Hunter's Fury as well, but TDK just called the evac order. Back out for now. Some chip damage, sure, but Todak getting away very healthy after that initial push.
See here if XOXO can close out the half strong. 8-4 would definitely be a lot more favorable unless you are superstitious otherwise. But yeah, things slow down for the moment here. XOXO taking lots of A main control.
Yeah. Sayu is on the lurk. Just waiting it out. If XOXO will dare push this Owl Drone, will immediately expose the extensions. The Rolling Thunder! They really want Sayu here. He's bouncing back to spawn though. He's hopping on around like a bunny. And like one, he's escaping 4 now. The hunt is on, the guns are out, the stun's there, and Sayu again trying to hold down the line. The double up though is too strong. And XOXO put the pressure on. Spike planted here on B from the shadows as well. For the rest of XOXO to regroup there by the spawn side. Brave back into reality and back to getting a kill there. Kylie, the answer back, sure.
I know exactly
Ray still standing here for Todak. Neural Depth into play. Elmi Moore in the front, and he's always good for the double. Elmi Moore, another and one for him. Bonus time, Todak time. Let's see, let's do a Q. That's So Cute, making it happen. Kylie versus So Cute here. And with those taps, just trying to bait things out. The slide, the kill, and the speed from So Cute is sublime. The 4K there should be enough to get the defuse going. It's 4 rounds in a row for XOXO.
My goodness, So Cute. He is incredible. One of the reasons why we were looking at him at the start of this series to be one of the pop-off players for XOXO. And Dax, my oh my, does he deliver. First, the pressure on the chase here to take down Sayu, right? And then the rest of the entry from B main. Incredible. Look at both of these teams. By far, we have a top fragger on either side. Elmi Moore at 18 and Zocute at 16 for XOXO. But it's XO now on the attacking side, which I would wager things might change scoreline-wise if this opening pistol works out for him.
Yeah, if XOXO can keep up the momentum from that first half there, that can allow them to start racking up those rounds and look to tie up the score eventually. The stun though coming on up. XOXO playing the market push. EJ though, a different plan, but he's blinded perfectly here by XOXO. And he's X with the double here. Even control, go for XOXO. So in the end, they just regroup in the theater. Now head on out after pulling the forces of Todak. But they can re-hit B if they want to. They're just gonna back away. look to mobilize. They're thinking about it. They're trying to see if they can suss out what Todak wants to do in this map.
Yeah, it might be a good idea to re-hit, considering the scan only hit one, which is going to tell Todak that, hey, they've kind of pulled back away from close to B main. Scan. Oh, lovely dodge here. And now is a perfect time to execute to B.
Yeah, with no information.
30 seconds left.
Todak will have to send someone towards A, and this is going to be Sayu left to his own devices here. Now sees the whole crowd flooding in here towards B. It's going to be a mosh pit soon, courtesy of E-Tower and the rest. Spike planted. Todak, heavy stack though, coming in from the market. This is going to be the retake here. Looking to find some value with the suppress. Good stun though, keeping it back. Flips now with the swing on out, but he's all alone
One
in that
enemy
angle.
remaining.
And with an opportunity for So Cute to just slice and dice his way in. 5 rounds now for XOXO.
Fantastic from XOXO, and the thing is there, even if you have that knife coming towards you, you're not going to be able to get the stun out in time if you weren't already looking to prep it in the first place. So the fact that the tower knew that there's probably going to be that knife coming,
One enemy remaining.
The 0 point coming his way, he knew to expect it, and as soon as it was about to pop, he let his stun out too, and that is really what helped them regain control within that retake.
Yeah, XOXO looking to make this one matter. Anti-eco right now. And it truly just proves to us, best of ones, and all the sprints are still marathons. And XOXO, they're just going for more and more here. All right. Actually catching out EJ into the corner. Didn't even let him get the TP out here. Raven well. Honed in. Outlaw's good, and XOXO good for 2.
Yeah, with the Guardian too, that has great penetration through material like that.
Wow.
And he's
You know your material, huh? You became a handyman in your downtime.
I like to work on metals.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I think you've been the master of guns recently, Black and Blue. You know everything there is to know about the Vanda and the Phantom.
One enemy remaining.
Yeah.
Okay. Second
Yeah.
shot connects for Reeve, as
Yeah.
opposed to our good friend Fluffio2 and Asarai, who are master of
Yes.
toys.
And cards.
I guess cards count.
Cards. I mean,
Spike
at this
planted.
point, cardboard is more expensive.
What
than
have
a
you
lot
been
of
up
things.
to? What have you been up to during our
Nothing.
breakup?
Nothing.
'Cause
I've
we,
been working.
we broke up, guys. We had
I've been working.
What, a 3-year relationship
left.
going.
Left. That's
You
why.
left me.
What do you mean? I've been here. It's like we had our cubicles right beside each other.
Sorry, it's not
And-
you. It was me.
Yeah, I mean, I know you're a man of many hats now. Given that you talk about the scene, you write about the scene, you cast right now, as we did see XOXO win out the anti-eco.
I'll do my job, you do yours.
Look, you left me okay.
This is getting too real as we move on.
I'm gonna start crying, but now
No,
XOXO.
The last
This is a
time I
great.
cried.
Oh no, that was awful. That sounded like a whale and a dolphin both dying at the same time.
Yeah. Well, XOXO, this is not
Yeah.
awful for them.
No, that
This
was
is
great.
fantastic. This is amazing on the re-comeback into the game. And now we have a proper game on our hands.
And look at the guns that they have here. The Outlaw, the Phantom, and the Vandal. All strong into this upcoming bonus. Pressure, though, towards the B side. The Dart also being lobbed early on. But Kylie's setup is for the backside. So it's really about catching So Cute in the act. They send out the Aftershock. Looking to find any more openings. But no, there's just no noise. And XOXO are very worried about that. They're going to back off from it.
XOXO here. Trying to keep things close to the chest, making sure they aren't telegraphing too much. Doesn't seem like a re-hit to B is the current idea. Might want to look to split mid, if anything, considering the current positions. Trying to suss out where the defense could be, but if you're them right now, A might be the better option. They did let some noise through, though, but no rotation yet from the defense on Todak. They think it's going to be another B hit.
Yeah, and we've seen XOXO play re-hit before. It's been practically conditioned here to Todak anyway. But sure, So Cute. He's sending it, but this is a fake. He's trying to sell it here, Black and Blue. And EJ finding So Cute, sure. But the defender's getting pulled away from that A side. Watching out for Sayu, though. He's going to hear some of this utility coming. Now onto the alley. And Todak, they're going to lose the side, but prime themselves for a retake instead.
Good scan. Now they know that Sayu is somewhere here within that defender side of spawn.
Oh.
So Elmi Moore is able to find another. Not the best weapons now to fight back with, but let's see what damage we can do, Dex.
All right, to the corner, but Sayu even blinded gets the kill. Todak here, a
Last
step
player
ahead,
standing.
ready for this one. Flips even to find out the Rave. Well, it's ours, the one who gets on the board against 4. It's a tough ass. 2 down, 3 to go. EPG for EJ, the Bulldog biting! But at least the Bark, it will only get 3. That's Todak. They're gonna get on the board here in the second half. They finally break the streaker, Black and Blue.
No, I think that's pretty good here coming from XOXO. Yeah, Todak get the round, but look at the damage they did, XOXO. It's all in the Tower Earth, which means that he's got his Rolling Thunder now available in round 4 of this second half, which is arguably one of the most impactful ultimates we have in this matchup right now, aside from maybe the Steel Garden. So, yeah, great value, I think, found by them here. The life being given away by So Cute towards B was all worth it, just in the, in the chase of the greater goal, which is to get the spike down the way.
Yeah, the post plant was good until Elmi Moore still had that link control. And this is where Todak can really shine if they can take the initiative and take parts away from XOXO on this map. It's gonna be a good way to play the retake. Cyber Cage though being set on up. Todak, they're prepared to hold this B side down here.
Yeah, they've been really establishing that B side to be the stronger side of their defense, right? You haven't really seen them do this kind of stack so far here in the second half towards A much. I think their data is telling them that XOXO like to go towards B if they can, so they're gonna stick to it.
The data? Yeah, so that supercomputer must be on a high budget there. But XOXO, pressure towards mid sure. They also now reconvene here by A lobby, and Sayu awaits yet again. He got pressured a while ago before. Now it's gonna be an even closer angle. Here at Elbow, has to back out. Running on the way. The repick though, he wants to dip in. Knows the numbers are there. It's safe he goes. And So Cute still on the hunt. Short here. Sayu though good for the one. But there's just too many numbers. XOXO with the overrun.
That's still good by Sayu though. He found his one and he was almost certainly done after anyways. So at least he gets some value from his life. Still, XOXO come out on top. Another advantageous situation, and Rave is the player that we have yet to talk about much, but he has been crucial as well in many of the XOXO runs.
Yeah, EJ looking up a little too parallel for those angles. And now Rave in position again to catch Flips in the act. XOXO, they drop around, they gain a round. It's 9-7, just 2 rounds left between these two teams.
And that perhaps isn't the score you were expecting to see at the start of this series, rather map, especially with the way that things started off, right? We had an 8-0 opening start. Things were looking to run away from them. And since then, only a single round have Todak been able to win, and that was during their anti-bonus round, so they were primed to do so anyways. Great stuff here. We're coming from XOXO. 7 of the past 8 rounds they won.
Yeah, it's been a shocking comeback from XOXO to say the least. And you can feel it has affected Todak here and how they're trying to play out this defense. They do trigger the shear at the very least. They know XOXO still keeping tabs of lobby here. One-way setup, Todak. Enemy mark. Players trying to play aggressive outside of A, and XOXO, they're gonna have none of that. They played the mid instead. Flips to their waiting on the market here. The peek out immediately punished, and So Cute still on the roll.
Rave has to back off here. Doesn't want to get overrun by these pistols. They're gonna bust out of the smoke. And yeah, Elmi Moore, as great of a player as he is, just doesn't have enough firepower to do much.
Yeah, Elmi Moore actually shooting So Cute through the wall. 145 damage, Kylie now. Nice shot onto the Neon, sure, but he has more to deal with, and he can't handle all that pressure. XOXO onto B. It's looking to be another good round for them here, Black and Blue. Maybe.
Spike planted.
Maybe, just maybe, if EJ or Sayu can win this duel,
One
give
enemy
them good to
remaining.
work with, but no chance. And he's X in position. Rave 2 still sharp, just like the last round. 8 now for XOXO, from 8-0 to 9-8. What is going on?
Yeah, great gunplay here coming from XOXO. You can see that they found their groove. They've warmed up to the game. They know that, okay, if earlier what was working wasn't, then now we got to change things up. Into the attacking side, have continued that momentum from the first half into the second. And now, as things reset in terms of economy, I want to see what XOXO can do even more. They've got a bunch of ultimates to throw out right now.
Todak, what's gonna be the answer? We expect great things from this Todak squad, but XOXO is throwing all of that out of the window here if this keeps up. So cute now. Fast lane. Put that pressure towards backside. Tripwire though coming into play. Rolling Thunder right now. And so cute will use that space to get into market. Push comes to shove. And Elmi Moore will shove on back. Hunter's Fury though. And Elmi Moore wants to go hunting. To get tagged with so cute. That's big intel. And now the Neon's isolated here. Paranoia into play. Elmi Moore now caught, but Kyle's there to get the trade anyway. It's Todak who finally understands the method to the madness. And with it, they have the numbers, the spike. It's out of reach here for NEZX. He's gonna have to put himself in a difficult predicament to get the objective here.
Could use the ult, maybe. Oh, what a wall bang from NEZX. And now he's got a good reason to use the ult.
Oh, backside though. No one's looking, no one's looking! All right! That could have been it! Sayu here, stripping away the gun. It's a classic for Sayu. And NEZX, in any way, he'll get it done to tie it up!
I can't believe it! Back and forth, and what a roller coaster this map has been so far. Initially, great heads up by TDK, by Todak to play further back. They knew that there was a rolling thunder here coming from XOXO. They knew that if they played close to the site, if they played within the site, if they played market, then they would have gotten overrun by the rolling thunder and by the Neon coming their way, so they play back. But then, somehow, some way, they're able to find an opening. All right. Turned a shoddy situation into a pretty all right one in the end.
Yeah, it was a good one there from XOXO, and you can see off the Todak timeout, there is frustration brewing here. They built up such a big lead here, Black and Blue. They come from such incredible stories in many scenes here in Valorant. Tier 2, Tier 1. The legacy of the Todak players says it all. But right now, they're getting shown up here by some incredible new kids on the block. XOXO tying it up here, and they have all the momentum in the world to take this lead.
You never know what can happen in some of these moments.
It's a best of one too.
Yep. It's one, and it's hopefully I see you again in the playoffs. in the further portions of this tournament.
It's like a quick hi and bye to whoever you're playing.
Yeah, your revenge, it might have to come in a few weeks, a few days. Not now, not anytime soon.
If not next year.
Yeah, unfortunately. Last split.
Yep. Whew. It's been a ride in VCTC, and you know, Ascension away. PJ though, there you have it. Now Todak taking the initiative, and a slight risk rewarded here while they're on the eco.
Okay, Todak. They got an opening pick, sure, but can they continue that even further? 4v5 is still very losable, especially in an eco like this. I like that they're trying to gather information and take some space away, just so they don't have to keep on guessing where XOXO are. They can kind of devise that mid is probably where that push is going to be coming.
Oh! EJ's back! EJ's back! Oh. Into the loving embrace of So Cute. They were waiting for that one. Kylie here in position, but So Cute so slippery. And he's with for 3 already. And he's XO with 2 HP. Sayu could capitalize on that fact. A 1v3 ahead. And XOXO just managing to navigate across the map to play on B.
Yeah, looking to take the lead here in this round. Sayu will pick up the Phantom. Let's see what he can do. NEZX and So Cute are quite tagged up, especially the former. So if he finds Rave here first, that's going to be even better, especially knowing that the Paranoia is still available to him. There's a lot for him to do here. Let's see if he can isolate.
Yeah, and want to see what NEZX is going to do with that Arc Rose, especially. Now then, the tap, now the flash, gets the intel. Sayu is in such a tough spot. So Cute just waiting, time is running out. Here we have it, just a swing and a hit. So Cute is just on fire. A 4K for the Neon, and XOXO, they have taken the lead.
I just realized a good shock dart would have maybe taken out one of them there too, but it's difficult to make that decision in a 1vx to go out your utility instead of having your weapon out. So look at this. A lead taken by XOXO from an 8-0 Dax. Somehow, some way, will be so 10-9 for XOXO.
Yeah, it has slipped through the hands here of TDK.
22 kills for either top frag right now. The next in both teams are like 11 and 14.
Yeah, it's
Crazy
just insane.
carries.
It's insane how this game has effectively equalized, but the scales are tipping in favor of XOXO now. A default here is Todak. Have the guns finally to try and fight back with. They've also mixed up the defense. The Cypher of Kylie already in position here at A. Tripwire for the middle of the site itself. And while the rest of XOXO try to play into elbow, TDK going hunting, EJ catching Andy's. This should be the trigger for XOXO. The look to push into that A site. They're pinging alley. They're throwing utility. The Aldro's there too. And TDK will have to give it up and go for the retake.
You have to commit to it. Tripwire here. Oh, he susses it out. Finds where it is.
Wait, that's a spike. That's dangerous.
Oh, yeah, you have to be careful. This is very
that
forward.
Oh, the blind coming on in. The wall bands to play. XOXO don't want the numbers. And win it, the Optus Fury plus the overdrive. Ultimate's bound. XOXO looking to kick it off to the highest gear. And that speed can kill. Sayu's gone. The overrun is cleared by XOXO.
That's great coordination. A big risk for a Tau Earth to, you know, push that far forward, but he knew what to do. And as soon as they got the bead on where the retake was coming from, they threw everything, including the kitchen sink. The fault line coming on through with the Neon Ultimate, just so much for you to deal with if you're Todak on the retake, and you are forced to save at this point because you lose any more economy here towards XOXO, you might not have enough rounds to build it back up.
Yeah, and when you are the less experienced team, you could be the one frozen in a decision. XOXO has proven they're not gonna freeze under pressure. The greats say they never freeze. EJ here, frozen in the middle, looks to kind of pick at least on the Rave. But that decision to push into alley, the pings there from the IGL, goes to show that XOXO, they're ready to go for more.
My, oh my. XOXO, very impressive showing so far here to start off day 3 of this Group C relegations. So cute, has been exemplary. It's been hard to tell if his great performance is against some of the other teams there in the Thai scene and how to quantify that against international competition, but he's proving that it isn't a fluke. He is the real deal.
Yeah, XOXO trying to say they're the best of their class and then some. A big result here over Todak will be a statement made to the rest of the group. Flips though, looking to find the angle here. XOXO very ready for this one. That's 3 players awaiting them. EJ finding Andy's. Here comes Todak to try and answer, but XOXO prepared again. Alright, Rave, that's good for them. They go on to A.
Well, 3v2 here. They still do have the rifle in EJ, and EJ has to deliver. He's got information, but Rave has just been such a great player. Spike will go down. EJ so sharp here, Dax. 1v1.
Oh, the teleport, and EJ sees it coming! Todak! They needed a desperation call. They needed a hero. And now they get it in the form of EJ. He willed it, he risked it, and now he clutched it.
And he delivers it at the end too. 10-11, keeping Todak in the game. My EJ, he hasn't maybe been topping the charts in this map so far, but he's done a lot to keep them within it, and you saw that happen there. And if you're XOXO right now, you have to not let that shake you up too much.
Yeah, just shake it off. Go to the next round. Well placed though by EJ. Just getting into the middle of that site and catching them off guard one by one. Here we go again. XOXO looking to push the tempo even faster. As soon as they see Todak ready to intercept, they back away. He's so cute, still alive. Make sure he doesn't get suppressed, and it's been mid. Really the staging ground for XOXO throughout this half. EJ though, now he's gonna get caught in the act and will have to back away for now.
Well, EJ does have his dimensional drift if he is looking to gather more information where XOXO is. I'm going to wager that he's going to wait till the latter stages of the round. EJ just feeling it right now. Bit of a heat check, and he comes out quite hot.
Well, I'm gonna cash in on that gamble because it's already early game. EJ looking to bring his talents to the middle and more. Dimensional drift, blindside here, gate crash out. Just trying to juke out XOXO and force them to answer with utility as well. Nothing to bait though. It's just XOXO split into two groups. They do want to regroup towards this B main angle, and Kylie just on the cam and oh, they're thinking about it.
30
they
seconds
realize
left.
the Cypher should be around B. Sayu here getting the intel, and XOXO with them running out of time. They're gonna push the issue.
Wow.
Kylie's on the board on the other side of the map. The
Spike
blind is
down A.
perfection, courtesy of
One enemy
LB Moore
remaining.
and Todak. This is the standard we expect from them. Counter blind with the paranoia, but there's cover from LB Moore and a flawless round from Todak to tie it up.
Okay, great stuff from EJ in that round, right? He found the opening pick, he got the information off the ult, but Elmi Moore MVP of the round for me. Perfectly timed flash, blinding them both, sending them back, and then getting in position to help out his teammate. He can not only
Down
potentially
A.
trade, but actually
One enemy
stop him from going down. I mean, Sayu already did lots of work here, but that wouldn't have happened without Elmi Moore to support him. And these are those intangibles sometimes that, yes, you can look at the assists and the numbers that tally up, but you don't know the full story till you see it happen. And Elmi Moore, he has been amazing so far.
No, that's the instinct there. That's exactly what Todak have in this matchup versus XOXO. And a timeout by XOXO. Coach Snowball's talking to the rest of the squad, and it has to be that fact that they still should be very positive about how things have gone. They were down 0-8. They've tied it up now 11-11. And they still have a bit money to work with to try and get to map point. But if I were XOXO, I'd love to see how they can assist So Cute even further, right? He's been on fire here, and if they can actually get the push going their way and overrun Todak, that could be the death sentence to TDK.
Well, TDK right now, arguably the more experienced team, yes, but doesn't matter. When the score is set at the final round of regulation, being the one to settle it all, XOXO have proven that they are here to play.
I'm out of here.
And you have to be wary of them.
Oh, the TP forward, Elmi Moore. Risky moves, but we'll take it. A one-way setup too. And So Cute. He did back off after the initial stun, or initial flash rather, I believe, from the TDK side. In any case, mid again, here for XOXO. Thinking about that B hit
Portal
here,
closed.
but look at the setup. The Cypher trip bars again, for the Neon especially. A re-smoke towards top mid is XOXO now putting the pressure towards B.
Good tag off that drone. XOXO, do they commit to this B site? A bit more utility being dropped here to try and clear out this market position. So Cute leading the charge, but he's going to get found here by Kylo's great trips to try and get the cat. The Tau Earth will only find one towards mid.
Yeah, and TDK now with the numbers advantage. They were really trying to suss out that Neon as much as possible. Kylie in position. The 1-for-1 again, but TDK with the numbers here. It's map point for TDK.
Man, imagine if after all this,
Match
after
point.
XOXO fought so hard to come back, TDK just closed it out here in this final round of regulation. And XOXO, look at the buy, Dax. Not the best bank to be coming into a do-or-die situation.
You know, and I would blame them though, TDK. Just after that one-time out from Severin, you can see that a lot more coordinated in what they want to do. The purpose really for the Cypher is to try and reel that Neon in. And So Cute just falling for that one hook, line, and sinker. Speaking of So Cute now, wants to lead the charge again, but EJ, he's early, he's here! And apparently he's the one to set the time! He's got the 3! And this could be it! Todak!
man. That's
They
it.
commanded the lead early on in this game. And while XOXO have fought valiantly, alright, are you gonna be okay?
That's a heartbreaker, man. They tried so hard to get back into this game, and now they're put into an almost impossible position. But I will stress almost, it is a 4v1. We've seen incredible clutches today. Let's see what All Right can do. Good for one.
Standing ahead.
Todak wary of swinging through. Elmi Moore and Sayu high-low lined up, and Alright is working the corner so well! It's not done.
Man.
Alright. Smile on his face
He's-
from now, man.
He's still trying to be weird on that flank.
remaining.
Another! Oh, that was so close!
Defenders win.
My true
Map
state.
number 1 here of the day. We'll go to It's kind of generally what we expect to see from either side. I wouldn't say it's big changes, perhaps, in terms of the composition itself. Maybe who's playing what, yeah, but ultimately enough, I think Nemesis are coming into this still prepared, and they know they've got a real opponent on their hands, especially after seeing that previous map. They have to know that, okay, players like So Cute, they've been feeling it all right. They've been feeling it that previous map. We have to shut them down somehow.
And the attacking side is favored here for XOXO,
There.
as this is where they usually get most
There.
of their rounds
Gotta go.
when they play on Lotus. Dem getting to begin on the attack. A big boon to kick off the action. Warmed up from the last team as well. Here comes the fault line now quickly from XOXO, but a Prowler response from Team Nemesis. Capisha stopping XOXO immediately.
Yeah, keeping them back. And XOXO here playing a bit more reserved to start off the map. Trying to expect if, or rather anticipate if, Nemesis are going to go on the offensive to start things off on their defense. Scan out here towards the rubble side. Nothing much to go on.
Solo Ini here for Team Nemesis as we're watching Miyu now look to move towards A just in case. A lurk from XOXO though. That's Anyzex trying to get in position. Rubble taken here by XOXO. Pressure towards the door as well. And they're going to open things up here by Tree. Scar's the one who has to receive everything at this point. Bounced out in position. Slide on in. Capisha, Nemesis, 3 players
One
from
enemy
them.
remaining.
Getting the kill, sure. And while All Right gets the double, Anyzex, the only one still standing on the lurk. Team Nemesis, they have spike control here, and things are looking good for the defense.
Do you
30
see how
seconds
far
left.
his right click nailed him? that was kind of wild, but things eventually set into place.
Oh, Cyber Cage. Pick up the spike, sure. But Faustau on one side, Scar on the other. Can Anyzex even get out of here? 12 seconds left, no real time remaining. And Team Nemesis, they handled that one well. They were ready, and they get the round.
Yeah, good response, really, to the contact initiated there by XOXO towards the A main side of things. All right, the only player to really able to get much there for XOXO. But yeah, Nemesis here in a good spot, especially on the defensive side. You want to get as many rounds as you can here on the opening half. XOXO, they know that this is a preferred side as well here in Lotus. Let's see what else they can do. They do have the double innie setup, so you would argue that there should be a bit more execute power on their side.
Yeah, but then they have to still deal with that Viper wall, especially in between sites A and B. Miyu, though, just waiting there. And so far, so good for Team Nemesis. They've regrouped now with the Viper of Arta, reinforcing the site. Playing deep.
One enemy
The
remaining.
default and just the
Spike
gunplay,
down,
the
B.
mow down, courtesy of Miyu.
Shadows.
The kill for the Neon, racking up those kills to build that overdrive as soon as possible. Stun comes up, Brave here tries to handle that one, but no way, Miyu with the quad. And Team Nemesis, a statement made early.
Yeah, great timing on Miyu. He knew that somebody had
outta
crosshair. Scar definitely was going to, or rather, Rave was going to in that case. Great timing on that. Yeah, just complete shutdown here towards B main. Very clean round so far, for the most part, coming from Nemesis. And now they have economy to not really force up a buy, but hold on still to what they brought, rather are
break's
bringing
over.
into this round, and maybe do some economic damage. If you're XOXO, this C site is what you're going to try and hit. You know that Killjoy there is going to be a nuisance.
Yeah, so cute here. Get on the board as quickly as possible.
Shock it.
Force it here.
Bomb
With
grenade.
the relay bolt, it's Ben, Faustau, is waiting steady here by Pillar. And it's Guardian. Find a kill or two. Barrel seen. Capisha the one to just punch on through. He's gotten 2 from that angle. Good wall banks into play, sure. And with Anyzex here, getting caught again. Trying to go for the lurk. Things are tough for XOXO. They can't even go for the plant at all. Miyu now just going into the side. Raven alright though with the picks. The paranoia into play. Finding the Cypher.
Spike down.
Rangers
C.
left all to his lonesome. Anyzex, a smoke in the way. 3 players await on the other side. No real chances here for XOXO.
Another slow start here from XOXO. Another crucial map. You don't want to have to play another comeback situation, but well, I mean, it's too early to call, but if this progresses, you might see more of the same. Yeah, Spike
30
is out
seconds
of
left.
any Zex's hands, just trying to anticipate if aggression is going to be shown by Nemesis, but they're way too disciplined to give this type of round away off of some error like that. Yeah. And with that Nemesis, it's a third round to him. I really love how, yeah,
10 seconds left.
Going their way, and I love how they've been very, very composed in some of these anti-executes.
Yeah, with a start like this, you gotta wonder, XOXO playing these early rounds just can't find the confidence really to push into these sites. I watched in that last round during the pistol. It seems like so cute. He really rethinks about hitting that site this time. They just went on through, but Team Nemesis prepared, and even before they could even get that plant down, Nemesis were already on a retake.
Gotta go.
Let's see if XOXO are able to recompose themselves after this eco, or perhaps even convert an eco here. Another C site. Well, maybe not execute, but definitely pressure being shown by him.
I'm out of here.
Look at the push out here from Nemesis.
Yeah, Neon wants to go for it. The slide past the paranoia. No way you can blind the Neon like that. It's blinding in speed instead. Here from Team Nemesis. And Faustau, stable, steady, and shooting them down. Low HP are so cute here. Classic outburst, the Sheriff. Alright, not okay at all. As Faustau is the man standing here for Team Nemesis.
Quick and easy for Nemesis. Flawless, as the board suggests. XOXO one away from that rolling thunder, and if they're able to secure an orb here early, then perhaps that could be what they utilize to turn around the current odds. Things are starting to progress, unfortunately. Kind of akin to what we saw in their opening matchup versus Todak.
Yeah.
Time out here from XOXO.
Yeah, very familiar grounds here for Team XOXO. No points on the board. Team Nemesis racking up a streak. And we know they have it in them to rally back. We know that they can fight against these teams. But putting themselves in these predicaments, always going to be tough, especially in a best of one. And talk about Team Nemesis instead. Here on the defense, they've always been anticipating what XOXO want to do. The lurks are caught, the pushes are found, and between the two controllers and the Killjoy, it's just so tough to penetrate here for XOXO.
Yeah, and they have good intuition here on the defense, Nemesis, on when to give up that A main and when to fight for it, right? A main here, that rubble position is arguably the most important position on this entire map to fight over, but Nemesis are doing a good job of, once again, knowing when to rescind control and knowing when to retake it. And it looks like for this upcoming round, they're going to look to do the latter. Perhaps push out here towards this rubble, take it away from XOXO and squeeze the map away from
Go.
Yeah, strong aptitude here from Team Nemesis right now. But Miyu again, looking to try and take rubble away from XOXO. Die squad here on the tap, don't even bother. They went to pressure towards B. The doorway opens, but look who's slipping in position. Faustau. This could be so deadly to XOXO. But then again, yeah, they back off. Team XOXO have done this a bunch just to try and maneuver against Team Nemesis.
Now he gets the catch here on Rave. That's their sole smoker now removed, and it's going to be a lot more difficult to take A.
Yeah. There's so many players ready here for Team Nemesis. The mini door broken as well. Good call to play into 3 at the very least. But this does put them vulnerable to the Nightfall from Art, from the likes of Capisha. Now then, Overdrive into play. Anysex catching out Art actually. XOXO. They have some time to work with. They brought the spike outside the rubble. But Miyu found the critical target. And now, XOXO, they're imprisoned here.
Yeah, they're stuck in this tree
Call of
position. Yeah,
30
what are you going to do in this
seconds
case? Opening up the door. Let's see if they can use that to punch on out. But Faustau is there once again. Crucial player in this round. All right, is left all alone. No flashes, no stuns left remaining. We'll get the one before falling. And the tree is placed where he last stood. Nemesis take a fifth.
Yeah, they can throw a garden at this point. Team Nemesis Just reaping the rewards of the seeds they planted early on. And the positions as well. At the end of that round, Black and Blue. They used the spike within their hands now. Miyu. Some really smart duelists here. Understanding who to take down first, how to play off the angles. As teammates can cover. Hear it. Celebrations here for Team Nemesis right now. Playing with one another in the same complex. So cute here. Trying to at least keep the wall back, sure, but he's so familiar to Team Nemesis at this point. They know the pressure comes towards B. They send out Miyu again to go over to the box, and XOXO will have to rally again.
Well, let's see what Nemesis can do even more here. Once again, kind of retreading waters that they've already been through in the earlier map. XOXO down quite a considerable amount after this round, but Anyzex, okay, it's a good pick.
Oh! Shoulder scene though. Miyu got one, he's spraying it down, he's found a second.
Nobody connecting.
Yeah, just alright, couldn't get the punch going. In the end, Team Nemesis, they keep the line drawn here towards B. No Viper though to bring up that wall. In the end, Nemesis, they're still prepared. The Killjoy set up here on A. You should see this coming.
Let's see if he can react in time, though. Faustau is a good position here to really put a sock in it.
Yep.
30 seconds left.
Target.
Enemy remains.
Goes for a spray, and that's good again.
Spike down
Collects,
A.
connects. Shorty, really from that range?
way.
He did chip damage. Oh my god, Anyzex. The disrespect, thinking you could kill with the Shorty from that far, but 6-0, it's Team Nemesis in command.
He was very close to doing it, so actually. He went like, he brought him from like 5 HP to 1 HP, so maybe a single more pellet connected could have done the job. I mean, that shows what options you have at that moment. You don't have a class.
Spike down B.
30 seconds left. Frag. Yeah, Faustau here.
30 seconds left.
Not really
Enemy remains.
anything in his way. It's difficult. Unless you land a good shot, he's gonna wreak havoc.
Go!
Team Nemesis. Is it gonna be the same story here? Would be 8-4. XOXO get on the board. This is their biggest chance though now. And XOXO, they want to start the party a little bit earlier. Now then, Arth, the pressure. He's still good for the one, sure. But this is 3 players of XOXO making their way into A.
At least he gets the one.
Spike
The plant will
planted.
go down. This is looking like one of the better rounds here from XOXO. Lightning fast pace. So Capisha has been spotted there by the Prowler.
Take hold.
I'm not sure if they're aware of Scar as well, coming from the same route.
Yeah, stairs though. Stairs though. All right here. Good shot. But then again,
Last
it's
player
timing.
standing.
Scar!
Oh!
How sharp can he be? Suddenly it's a 2v1. The Hawk comes on in. They know exactly where tower it is. And they just bury him in the ground. Scar here. That is a wound that will not heal as XOXO see it slip away. And Nemesis gets to 7.
Oh man, as their name suggests here, Scar for Nemesis, the villain of XOXO's movie, of their story. They thought they had it in the bag. They had a great stun going, but somehow, some way, the Fade here was able to tuck himself in the corner, keep himself alive here. Capisha and sustain as Scar had his back, quite literally and figuratively. They brought the 2v1 at the end too, so and Nemesis, man, just hounding down XOXO at every turn, and I thought that was going to be finally an XOXO round.
Yeah, same here. Scar, though, representing the scoreboard with his KD 7-0, and now Capisha looking to continue that trend. Scar is good for one more. Is it gonna be that case? He's 8-0 here, Black and Blue. All right, on pace. Capisha again in position. Capisha's 3K will say it all. Like I said, it's an indicator of it. 8-0 for Team Nemesis.
Capiche. So
Stop.
far.
Yeah.
You understand?
Scar, stop showing the script.
out.
Scar.
Placing
Yeah.
smoke grenades.
8-0. Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
I've seen this one before, Dax.
That's the thing. That's what I was saying a while ago. It's like, do we have to wait for 8 rounds before XOXO get a
Look.
round?
Look at it.
And
I bet. I wager it's about to happen again.
And it's so similar too. 5 rifles, 5 ultimates.
Uh-huh.
They can do it. This is their chance. But the operator fouls out. This is so dangerous. He's gonna go to waterfall here. Brave as well. Position here on site. But then again, the Prowler giving chase and the Killjoy will just back out from it. Here in door. All right. Benny pressuring. Capisha though. Wow. Again. Capisha's double. Capisha's triple. Still not done with his rampage here. It's our the one who has to play on the side, getting dislodged. Capisha on fire! And the quad is set. Defuse for Scar. Capisha wants the ace and he'll get it! Nemesis! They are feasting on XOXO right now and they are just on an absolute tear!
This is not the story you thought it would have been. Nemesis here. Completely throwing a wrench in the spokes of XOXO's plans. They were hoping to be able to outrun, Faustau on the op. They weren't able to. They were hoping to be able to use the Rolling Thunder to control the site against the retake, but Nemesis opened up the door, came in from that B door, and just made sure that the mound here was unsuitable to be played for XOXO. And taking down the breach immediately, taking down All Right meant that things were no longer okay. They had no more space to throw out the Rolling Thunder because it wasn't even in the game anymore. He was gone dead. 9-0 here for Nemesis Dax.
Yeah, and I just wanted to say real quick, XOXO, this is their second timeout just this first half here.
Oh, they burned both already.
Yeah.
Well, not the best position to be in. We've definitely seen XOXO make it happen somehow in these type of odds, but it's mounting to be even worse than what we saw earlier.
And Capisha, this is crazy. At 3K in the round prior to his ace. It was also one of the biggest factors why they won that third place match against Leonis Esports, coming from Dominatus before joining Team Nemesis. He has just been incredible out of nowhere here over the past 2 rounds. Team Nemesis now looking to keep this one going. Double digits is in reach, but XOXO, they get this one of the Faust. Now Shorty, it's not gonna be strong enough. Big chunk of damage onto Itao Earth, but then again, XOXO, good to see.
Well, Rolling Thunder is finally utilized here against the push from behind.
Yeah. All right, he was setting that one up even in the last round. But then again here, Black and Blue, the spike, it's not even planted yet.
Somehow does get planted late. Whoa.
Nope.
They're tapping, just waiting for a reaction here from Nemesis.
Looking to bait things out. And Team Nemesis, they're gonna fall for that one. Wait a dang. Arta spotted here by So Cute at least, and that's what XOXO have been looking for.
Well, 3v5 now, XOXO. Let's see, they have to make sure they don't let this one slip once more. No more paranoia to initiate this retake here from Nemesis.
Oh, nice big and Capisha has finally been slain. So Cute set up well for this round. Scar here, cleaving through, but XOXO. It took them another timeout, but it's finally time for them to get on the board. 1-9, it's a long road ahead here for XOXO.
Well, XOXO, that's a step in the right direction, finally, after their second timeout of this opening half.
They are standing.
Better late than never for sure. Who knows? 9-3, similar to the 8-4 a while ago. Still doable. But the operator has been brought out by Nemesis now, and we've yet to really see how they deal with that, aside from the one round we saw.
Flash out!
XOXO.
Gotta go.
Look at the play towards Mound there. Operator brought out by Miyu. He's aware of presence, that's for sure. And this is going to be the perfect chance for Miyu to do some damage early on. That's the spike coming his way. That's the neon coming his way too. And the slow walk from Annie's X. That peak is going to be remembered by Miyu to be a freebie. Name Nemesis. A man ahead already.
Good opening pick here from Nemesis once more. They know it wasn't just the lurk there. I'll smoke out the block off the angle of Miyu, but they do have the door open here, I think.
Oh, yeah. Scar. Slice again. backing away into B. Team Nemesis have broken the mini door more often than not, just to open up those angles here against the A presence. And XOXO look to try and take advantage of that, but no die. Scar is the gatekeeper here. It's ours to win the trade, but still one more to come. Misha in position. Team Nemesis now controlling the pace again. And sure, Rubble, you can take it if you're XOXO, but really, the action is at A main, is at A link. How do you even get on through? Faustau peeking with the gun, sure. It's how it's. With 20 seconds left, there's too much to deal with. This round, Team Nemesis to take. It's our word, can't do even damage. And Team Nemesis to double digits they go.
Man.
Last round
This
in
is
the
looking
half.
quite dire, to say the very least here for XOXO. He got some ultimates to use, but yeah, Nemesis just so sharp here to open up this map, and I think this is a good map for them to pick, to be honest. Like, they have so much information and what to expect coming from XOXO, who have played this map time and time on over. And XOXO, if you're looking at Nemesis' side, they've only played it on record in a few months.
Right there.
So, very difficult position now for XOXO. Let's see if they're able to convert, as Rubble is what they choose to fight for.
Where are you?
All the tempo in the world here for Team Nemesis, and Faustau here watching out potential lurk again. It's been par for the course. Capisha keeping it up. The second half of this first half has just been all Capisha's to control. And as of now, it's just Team Nemesis doing it all over again. Stronghold here, built on A. Capisha, the one to plant that flag. And Team Nemesis commanding an understatement here, Black and Blue. 11-1 at the end of the first half.
Evil deeds by Nemesis here, just unallowing XOXO to get themselves back into the groove of things. They give them the one round, but from then on forward, they were just chasing them throughout the map here. The Tacti Bear was a vibe, though, right there.
Yeah, the Tacti Bear. Dude, the Tacti Bear, I was thinking about this, like, the Tacti Bear. Yeah, that's probably the emotion for Team Nemesis right now. Keep it cool, calm, collected. Because if they keep things up, they can just cruise to the finish line.
He's chilling. Oh man, the turret gives him away too, and Faustau. Another opener here for Nemesis.
Yeah, Team Nemesis. Just see free real estate here on this A side. Camera's still around, though can be used for the post plant itself. But XOXO, the uphill battle, it's no longer a hill, it's a mountain that they really need to climb. This peak looking too difficult to scale here unless they can get some kills and pass. Here comes Soviet now on the board, but Capisha keeps connecting and keeps controlling. He has been the sharpest shot here from Team Nemesis, and he continues on his rampage. A triple for Capisha, and that's basically it for the round. Match point here for Team Nemesis.
Capisha is just unstoppable right now, man. Look at the scoreboard and where he is. 18 frags, and he wasn't that hot early throughout the half, but then at some point he just activates and becomes a Terminator somehow, not missing a shot, winning every duel so far.
One enemy remaining.
You're at match point right now on an eco, on rather a forced buy at best. I mean, it's at least the defense. Maybe the Stingers can do some work, but tall order right now for XOXO.
And we've been talking about statements throughout the group. Team Nemesis, this is them bringing out the loudspeakers for this one. Into the teleport, though, into the smoke, and Star still gets away with it. Bloody murder inside that smoke. It's criminal here what Team Nemesis is doing against XOXO right now. And Miyu as well, waiting things out. Prowler coming on in, sliding through, sure, but Martha again ready to receive. Nemesis right now looking to prove that they have no rivals. It's XOXO instead, becoming victimized here by Team Nemesis. 13-1. What a score! I think for Team Nemesis, getting a good start could be a good sign for them moving forward. Continue that momentum from that previous best of one. They're on the defense here anyway.
Well, we saw. Well, yeah, we saw if that would have been the case for XOXO, then maybe the previous matchup would have gone differently, but for Nemesis, they just look so clean. It's almost hard to not expect them to be able to bring that ferociousness into this map as we get going to the third map of the day.
Yeah, and we remember what Capisha did in that last game. An ace in such a crucial round. A number of 3Ks there as well. And Team Nemesis, they fight for mid early on here. Didn't see too much of their attacking side, back in Lotus, but a split push into A does put So Cool Soda in the predicament. He goes for the suppress, get that intel that he knows that's Scar all alone here. One-way setup as well. He's the legs, but he's the one taking damage now.
I'm out of here.
Fragment being primed. Team Nemesis taking Rafters away, but Alert, he's prepared, and he's already got in position. Alert now trying to go for the shots. The Omen still can't push on the other side. It's
Spike
Boom One Love
down
here with
A.
the kill. And Team NKT, a good pinch. Scar eventually getting on through So Cool Soda, but the damage has been done. NKT are prepped on A.
Yeah, a bit over-eagerness here from Miyu, running on that heaven, not expecting that they would be
One
ready
enemy
for it
remaining.
here from NKT's side. Is Alert, is as his name suggests, quite alert here to any possibility. Will get the trade here, Scar at the end as NKT start off strong.
Yeah, Team NKT handling all the pressure from both angles. Not only do they just get away from that flood, courtesy of Tree, but that standoff from the KO versus the Omen, I think that's the biggest deal.
Down A.
Because without it, that'll be 3 swings from Scar to
enemy
put the
remaining.
pressure onto Alert and the rest. Instead, Team NKT, they hold the angles, they fight for Rafters, and that's good enough to get the pistol.
NKT, you want to start getting those rounds here on the defense, because we know how, I guess, really suffocating the attack can be sometimes in the map here, like you said.
Gotta go.
Mid pressure is going to be their opener here for the second round. Alert,
Spike
connects,
down,
finds
mid.
a second, bails on out safely. And that's immense value.
One enemy remaining.
Flank for Boom One Love just
Oh.
pans out for him with a ghost as well.
Revealing area.
Flawless here, guys.
Yeah, well, the fastest round we've seen today. Team NKT off to the races and getting an early 2-0 lead. Just a flawless manner. Alert, of course, using that outlaw advantage. This is the beauty about Team
One
NKT.
enemy remaining.
When they feel confident on the calls and it works out, it looks so commanding. It's where later on I get worried about Team NKT. When they start to slip on up, when they start to make those mistakes, if they can keep things clean, they're gonna be a strong favorite into this one.
Let's see now as Nemesis coming to this with a bye.
You missed that line? You missed that
Yeah,
lead?
it's funny to hear as a Filipino what Neon says.
Well, speaking of the Neon, Miyu wants to get in there, but this is a great trap setup here by Trip. Mouse goes for the mow down, get by the quick shot, actually
down,
killing
B.
himself there. Unfortunate damage with the shock dart. Boom on the board, Boom still around.
Okay.
Given that fact, a 4v3 Fausta, also critical HP here. Boom getting into the lane, but a stellar shot there from Scar will keep things afloat. And NKT now on the retake. It's Darfear in position, Fausta in the answer. A 2v2. And still NKT together now. Alert, So Cool Soda looking to walk hand in hand towards the side. Nemesis using those smokes. Go for the fake plant. And again, they're just trying to bait things out here. And so tense here for Team Nemesis. Scar, he's gonna look to make a play, but he has that spike. 40 seconds now, camera even. And eventually, Nemesis still didn't want to plant here. They really tried to bait things out.
They will finally commit to it.
Oh.
They brought it down to a
One enemy
2v2.
remaining.
Oh no. As soon as that happens though, So Cool Soda sees him coming.
Last player standing.
Pop flash, already in the name. Soda Pop comes for you. And NKT with the bonus.
Well, lovely timing here from So Cool Soda. Dancing to that beat. It's taking things to a 3-0 here. And somehow, some way, Nemesis, they're going to have to close the rift that NKT have opened early in the game.
Yeah, no Hong Moon to protect you here. Team Nemesis gonna struggle now, and that looks like such an awkward
One enemy
clear
remaining.
for Team Nemesis from the get-go.
Last
I
player
don't know what
standing.
happened to Kapisha, probably torn apart by the crossfire setup there by Team NKT, and that Shakhtar just popping in his face. Either way,
Cutting
Team
through.
Nemesis, it's kind of like what happened to XOXO off to the second game, and they're struggling to make anything happen.
And will actually catch out Alert there, but I don't believe they're aware he's using enough. Lots of players in A main, and that's going to be found out now for NKT. The scan connects. There's a lurk here towards B as well from Nemesis, but it's the mid position that I'm more curious about that they're looking to take now.
Yeah, it's a deep pocket here for Boom One Love. Just waiting on the other side of mid there. But the rest of Team Nemesis now just just running their way towards B side. They're pinging pizza though. They are aware that NKT has heavy mid presence there. Only thing now, no one on site for NKT. Red B, Cyber Cage pops. Nemesis though, they're gonna risk it, and it's a good call. Through to the lane. They're gonna be able to bring that spike into a full slam position. Drop down for Puma on Love, and NKT turn asunder. Already 2 targets. Tripwire in the way though. Foulstyle catching up Puma on Love. That's going to be picked up here for Team Nemesis. And NKT just regrouping for now, waiting for the other numbers to come their way.
They're gonna have to get aggressive though. Another rifle here retrieved for them. That's great. Finally actually takes it rather from Pumwanlove, who dropped on earlier, but it is a 4v3. Will be timed. They peek out aggressively. 1v2 Dex.
Oh, and there's the one. There's the shot. Now you know there's an operator around as Alert hits a good one there in the end. 4-0 for Team NKT, but Nemesis, they went for the ballsy call to go into B, and they did get some kills along the way.
Yeah, that was a valiant call for them. Very valorous. Okay. You thought I was gonna drop the word.
I just said it. I got in the way.
Oh, you did. Yeah, wrong there. Yeah. I like the aggressiveness here to take that fight there on the stairs. That's kind of what you have to do anyways, because otherwise you're just gonna get squished within the site. You have to punch out a bit, take some space, get a few picks, get some trades going, and it otherwise would have maybe worked out if they had better weapons, but obviously Alert just on the beat with the op.
Yeah, and first timeout called by Team Nemesis, not just in this game, but tonight for their team. So I'm here with Coach Dave, just discussing what they can actually do for that B site. They do sense weakness. They understand they can play into the site itself, but the post plant has become the problem.
Oh yeah. I mean, if you're Nemesis right now, you need to make sure that you're able to sniff out where that op could be, get him to burn his gate crash early on, just so that you can send the Yoru back and have a temporary chance of taking control. If it's towards mid, then even better. Otherwise, either site, then you're going to rotate elsewhere. And if you are NKT, then you know that getting value off of that op is your top priority as of the moment.
And Coach Dave here, just used to see him our team now. He's here for Team NKT. In any case now, So Cool Soda gonna be backing on the door now. Operator again, Alert still with that mid presence, but the Team Nemesis, they've had enough of the executes. They go for the punish here. Great default to actually catch Alert in the act, and Capisha will get on the board.
Yeah, he was even going for the jump spot, but still, Capisha just aware of how to counteract that and get the angle on him. Good reaction here from, rather, heads-up play from Capisha, really.
Yeah.
Still 2 away from the Rolling Thunder. If they're able to get into position to burn, to use the Neural Theft, then they can get a scan going here towards mid.
And we've seen what happens if Capisha gets hot, right? Suddenly, he's the one who's unbeatable in the duels. Tripwire awaiting this Neon, perhaps, towards lane, but Miyu just navigating through on the other side of it. Zerp, though, still in position in boathouse. Now he gets triggered, knows the players are coming his way. The flash run out. Foulstyle on the inside. Puma not busy with the knife. Zerp instead with a triple kill. But Team Nemesis back onto that B side here. It's 2v1. So Cool Soda all alone now. Default Vandal even. Now he picks up his skin, sure, but it's a Phantom in hand. Scar separated from Foulstyle. Spike to be planted. So Cool Soda's thinking about that this could be an isolated fight here. And with it, onto the side. Oh, the angle though. So Cool Soda. Caught napping there by Foulstyle, and that's a triple kill for Foulstyle to bring Nemesis on the board.
Yeah, it looks away before even rounding the corner there. But Nemesis finally get their first on the board, and the Cyphers on both ends really doing a lot. Zerp getting a double within B, and on the opposing end of the floor here for Nemesis, him also getting, I think, a 3Ks when Foulstyle was able to find in that round.
Okay,
Yeah, it was the other way. Oh, both of them. Triple.
That's loud.
That was louder than I expected, for sure.
Yeah, that's an all caps nice there, and you can see Team Nemesis now. They have a bit of positive momentum moving forward. Live wake, but of course we still have to watch out for Alert there on mid. Phantom this time. Judge here for So Cool Soda. Team NKT actually investing, despite the lack of funds for some of their players, and this is a 1-to-10 angle. This is all risk. Could be high reward, but the Owl Drone will send him away, and Team NKT we'll have to think about how this A defense is going to go.
Yeah, good fragment being thrown there. Just checking out the wine. Nemesis, if he pops a flash, never mind, smoke will block his face.
This is unreal. This could be big. This could be huge. It's so cool, Soda. Popping the cap of Capisha there. It's a 1-for-1 at the very least. Onto the A side we go, and Darf actually catching out Miyu. A blind side past the smoke. Alert now. Drawing the line in the sand. Team Nemesis. This is a call.
Uh-oh.
Scar. He's on a solo mission, solo bolo in boathouse, but Strip's the one who's the captain. He had the hat, now he'll send it for the neural theft, and
30
Team
seconds
Nemesis getting caught in the crossfire.
Yeah, there's no way to run out of this here. They know where Faustau is coming from the market. Aldrone will confirm their suspicions soon after. 2v4 now. Faustau has to find some way to isolate. Oh, but Zrip has his knife out. Still, luckily, Poom One Love is ready for it. And sprays his
10
body
seconds
for good
left.
effect.
And NKT just alerts with alert. They know exactly where Nemesis can go. They still have the Yoru stationed here on A. And it's a save call from Arta as NKT get to 5. Good defense here from Team NKT. Just goes to show that taking a small risk,
Okay,
they're rewarded by
good.
the initial
We can
pressure,
go.
and Team Nemesis were the one reeled into that A side.
Oh, yeah. So cool. Soda there. Just planting himself at the edge of the smoke on A main. Only good for one, but still, does a lot to really slow the momentum down of Nemesis here, who are put into another, I guess, unideal buy for sure.
Yeah. It's a little forced, honestly. I'd say it's a forced buy at this point from Team Nemesis. 2
Yeah.
Phantoms, 2 Stingers.
Enemy mark.
Firepower, sure, and Faustau on the alert. Looking to play a sheriff, but here we go. Hunter's Fury. Maybe a free kill. No, Poom One Love gets away with his life. A single tag from Capisha. But beyond that, Team Nemesis still no space to work with.
Yeah, but they burn the Hunter's Fury for that. They force buy
Portal
into this.
closed.
You can see desperation starting to seep in here for Nemesis on the Alert should win
Time
this
to jump.
pretty cleanly, and that he does. He'll stay for more. He has a gate crash.
Alert has been the one to be happy to play into mid and then some. He's not holding towards Pizza. They're pushing
down
into lane.
mid.
Poom One Love though with a push of his own into Cubby. Now overrun by Miyu, and that's a rifle to be picked up. Paranoia going through to the side, but Dark there by
player
Dice. Here we go on top of things. So cool Soda now pushed away from rafters.
Okay.
A 2v1, and with Arta trying to save
Spike.
that gun.
Flash out.
Trying at the very least to
enemy
clutch things out.
remaining.
Flash is good. Arta's getting a 3rd kill there. Zrip here, dodging the stun. But he doesn't actually leap onto the site. Waits on the camera. Rolling Thunder still available. And Arta will send Zrip to the corner.
Stay
Fly
out.
high, Zrip, because Arta will shoot you down. And Nemesis with that clutch after the 4K from
great.
Arta.
You're welcome.
Oh man, it's an art picture here being drawn by Arda. And it's great value to burn the Rolling Thunder. I would argue that is the perfect time to use it. 1v1 for sure. Secure the round when you need these rounds to start going your way anyways.
enemy remaining.
Back and forth onto the site. Execute works, and well, with how desperate they were, I think they'll take that.
Yeah. They needed a round, and this could be where Team Nemesis can start to build on their score.
And look at
All
NKT's
rifles this
money
time.
now.
Yeah, that's the problem. NKT, 2 hero rifles, Soul Soda, and Poom One Love. Nemesis again, the starting point of A main, but once they realize it's only Dark on the other side, this could be them going for the push already.
Should be able to take Yorb here. No real big ultimates to be thrown out from Nemesis aside from the Neon, but that will need a bit of coordination to really utilize its best effect. KT can even hold them off against a full execute here with what little weaponry they've got. Luckily for them, Nemesis choose to back off instead.
Yeah, no, but that spike's still within wine. A is likely to still be that target, and with them crawling through catwalk like this, it's going to be a pinch possible for Team Nemesis as Soko Soda now has to hold down the line. The flash into the slide. It's been the bread and butter here for Team Nemesis, and now we gotta add a little bit of sizzle here. The zaps come from Mia with the overdrive. Strip trying to push on in. Sheriff now on hand, but there's just no way.
Last
Arta with a
player
catch.
standing.
Everything left to Poom One Love. A gun, sure, but he's all alone, and it's just so tough to cross. After that stun, He was coming in. Here we go with the neon again. Eager though. Poom will catch it. 1v3. Possible, perhaps. Poom now getting closer and closer to the site. Running around through rafters. They're gonna hear this coming. Nemesis stationed here by Hell. The swing out from Faustau is just perfection. And the trade's good. The third round even better for Team Nemesis.
Remember,
Oh yeah.
wipe the pins from your guns.
3 out of the previous
good
4
crime
rounds
scene.
now going to Nemesis' side, and they're slowly starting to get themselves back in the game. NKT here with kind of an awkward bye in that round. Probably had something to do with the outcome of it. Now I think they have economy for an up, and I think they're going to buy one up again, because they've been wanting to force that onto Alert anytime they can. And yeah,
Yep.
they will.
And here we have it. Alerts. Look to find anyone early. But if you notice here, actually, Black and Blue, after we saw the first time they had the operator, Nemesis did avoid playing for mid early on. It's always about the A main angle if they can do so. They've left the spike behind for now. Then again, Alert. No targets, and as soon as I talked about it, now Nemesis is gonna walk into this one. But Alert! The element of surprise is gone. The shot doesn't ring through, and with it, Nemesis can push on forward.
Perhaps if he had the zoom going, but you have a difficult shot to hit there.
Many
Skull?
people did many people unbind that second zoom on the operator.
I don't think that's a good idea, frankly.
It is what it is, but here we go again. Nemesis has been strong here, and now Dark looks to put a stop to it. It's ripped on the board, sure. Onto the A side we go with the spike. And with the Neuro Theft as well, this will give space for Nemesis to plant.
They will be able to get this down. The scan will connect through the cage early on. Because it is a cylinder, not a...
It's elevated. Here. Close, Phantom here, slash is perfect, and wow! Boom! One love, and utter heartbreaker there! You
That was
saw
a
how,
wide swing.
bro, you saw how smooth that was? Crazy stuff.
Oh my goodness. Poom, one love. Give him lots of love after that one.
Stay put
Wide
as
swing
opposed to
here.
the fight
Count out
Nemesis.
Faustau, and I think Apisha there at the end as well. Keeping things all lined up. Yeah, just quick early fight here, really, towards that the 3 position. This again. 1, 2, quick and smooth. Apologies, it was Scar. apparently.
I understood the
But yeah.
woo, and I felt it. I felt it.
Yeah, I think I got the gist. What he meant to say there.
That's true. Things looking good here for Team NKT. It's smooth sailing whenever they have that operator anyway. Now, dislodged from the lane. Boom, one love, and his teammate has to back off onto the boathouse again. We've seen this multiple times. Now, Nemesis tries to throw a wrench in those plans. Look to go for the push into spawn, but no dice. Look at the positioning here from NKT. Soku Soda gets the trade. It still will be that B site, but Strip is on it like a bullet. Prepared here in position, and
camera
Team
is
Nemesis, they assess the risk and will back away from it.
Yeah, luckily that Cypher Cam is going to give them a lot of information here on where the positions were. So they're taking a risky spot, but they line up for him again!
Unbelievable, unconventional angle. And Poom, one love. He is looking to repeat what he did from the last round. Another kill here for NKT, and it's 7-3.
Great stuff here. Came from Poom, one love. Such a weird off angle. You're just standing in the middle of nowhere, in the center of the site, out in the open. But it's the perfect thing you want to do, I guess, when missiles like that can catch them off guard.
Enemy remaining.
KT here. Do finally get a another proper
Right here.
stop to the momentum of Nemesis, who are slowly building it up. They get
Ready.
alert on the op once more here in
Yeah.
the final few rounds of the half. But is it the best idea?
Go, go, go.
This time they're gonna change it up. It's a wine hold here for Alert. They've realized that this push into main has been the call for Team Nemesis. And as soon as he does that here, what are the chances? It's already Faustau being sent on through to the bottom of mid, close to Pizza. But then again, with that gate crash reposition, Alert can still hold the angle. So it's a free push from Cypher holding the corner to try and get the jump on them.
It's pretty good for Alert now, too. Maybe could get the catch out in the lurk from Faustau and Then on forward, move towards B and help out the defense there. Let's see if the timing works out for him. Oh, he sees him.
He knows.
He knows now.
Oh no, this is gonna be one slice that Faustau cannot take from Alert there. Getting a bite. And in the middle of all things, Trip, he's just so good! Finally traded, but Durf was in position, and NKT from any angle, they were ready.
Last round
Zerp
before the
just
switch.
mastered the art of invisibility through lack of movement. He just stood there, he let them pass, he saw them walk by, they didn't see him, and he was like, okay, I'm gonna take my time here. I'm gonna bide my moment, and when he did decide to strike, it was at the perfect time to catch him off guard.
Mine was just blending in there, and Team NKT in command of his defense of Black and Blue. Any other answers can Team Nemesis do here?
Well, I'm not sure if I've got the answers to that. I mean, Nemesis, they've been unable to really seize much control early on in the map, early on in some of these rounds, but it looks like a B site split is what they're going to be looking to do. Majority of that push here coming from B main. NKT, are they aware of this? I think they're starting to rotate now to receive it, as you can hear them.
Taking
Boom.
He's gonna go for it again, but there's so many, and he goes for the spray of the century! NKT, they do it twice! Not just one, but two targets after the flash! And it just works out so well! NKT! Say what you will, but they are here to finish these rounds as soon as possible.
NKT. This is kind of what we expect from a team of their caliber. And to do it against Nemesis, who a while ago delivered a incredible scoreline against XOXO, goes to show that they came here to play here today. Arta.
Oh, they're looking so commanding here.
That's just say the very least. He's got the ult.
30
He
seconds
can
left.
throw it out technically. It's the final round.
It worked a while ago, but it was the 1v1. In a 1v3, it's looking tough. Alert far away, sure to try and cut off the rotation, but these angles. Oh, so cool.
Okay.
So that falls. There's a chance. There's a chance. Arta, he was clutched before. Can Darth
10
intercept though?
seconds
That's
left.
the real question.
Last player
Oh, Arta! He's put it in the 1v1 again.
Planted.
He sent it out. It does hit the fake out though. The real one.
He
The
doesn't
real
know.
deal. The real Alert. He's right here! And reality sets in for Nemesis as NKT will still take that one. 9-3 to end the half.
His doppelganger fake out, just catching him, playing him like a fiddle. Good effort there at the end by Arta,
sides.
but ultimately this will go to NKT at the end of the half.
One enemy remaining.
This round, just utterly insane from NKT.
One
The
enemy
flash
remaining.
play to get ahead of Team Nemesis
left.
came down to the clutch after Arta's amazing. They had a command win against XOXO, but NKT have found many an answer, and here they come to vie for mid early on. Camera, quick little spot, Miyu. Okay, in position, and
They have 3 shares here in the pistol round, right?
yeah. What is utility? Just kill. And
Yeah,
NKT,
that's true.
it's a whole squad looking to go into B. Good idea from Zip to actually put the tripwire, but Nemesis will still push it, and this could be bad news bears for Dark, who gets away at the last moment.
Just in time, they break it though. They have to know there's someone here in the corner, and Zrip will face that Sheriff up front.
Yeah, that's what sheriffs are for. Damage done, packing quite the punch. 2 targets found here by Team Nemesis already. Puma and Love has to go into
Scanning
the
ahead.
site, and effectively NKT forced the situation that they tried to do multiple times against Nemesis. Nemesis keeping it steady. The wallback sets the sheriff is all 4, and Team Nemesis, they corralled the prey, and NKT were just slaughtered on the site.
Lovely stuff here from Team Nemesis, right? They push that front there from the rear, breaking open the B main, making sure they get 2 picks going their way, and then within the site, you know, the rest of NTT were just sandwiched. Nowhere to go,
Spike
nowhere to hide,
down,
nowhere to
B.
run.
Last
Scan
player
is perfect.
standing.
They just, yeah, were completely encapsulated. Could not even get the spike attempt down.
Yeah, just no way at that point. And Team Nemesis, we were wondering what they're gonna do with those sheriffs. Just push, just pinch, and effectively just shoot them down when they were cornered. A good start to the defense, and I wouldn't be too surprised to see them play proactive like this, given they're still running the Neon Breach here.
Well, let's see if they're able to do exactly that, Dax. Mid walk up here from NKT to start things off. Pisha.
Okay,
will
about it.
set things off. Dax, he's gonna run away. He's low.
8 HP, and he's just gonna zip on out. Arta here, ready to swing, but Alert actually catching up to Pisha. That's one thing NKT can work with, but they still need the space here. Faustau, though, compressing
down.
the action.
One
And
enemy
Nemesis, they handled this one well. Darp, he's blending in, but then again.
Oh, no.
Arta looks behind, it's like, why are there two omens? What's going on?
Which one is you?
Which
They
was my
think
friend?
they're so
Scar,
secure.
tell me!
Given the Spidey meme here. But unfortunately could not be able to actually take the frag there, Dorf. They were looking away. Yeah. Initially, things look kind of okay.
Spike down mid.
But in this case, NMS for Nemesis, you just have so much going for you. You have the buy going for you, and then you have your Cypher popping off. And he's gonna hold on to the Bucky.
Shadows traveling.
Things looking good for Nemesis for now. Into the bonus though, to keep the pressure on NKT. Early utility, tagging Alert as well. Miyu, a hold with the outlow. Just hold on to mid itself. But NKT have really put the pressure on B side, and they're gonna do so again as they try to stack one up.
Miyu here. Not really finding too much towards mid. It's going to be a B site hit instead. Outgoing will
drone.
alert them that the B site hit is to come. Dark is going to confirm that as well. Yeah, here comes out the execute, but they're having trouble really punching through, and that's a great scan here off the tag from Capiche.
Yeah, Alert was just easily exposed, and Team Nemesis still with presence on the side. Faustau, this is the perfect gun in this scenario. Sure, he's known, but where is he?
Oh,
in
no.
the middle, the sandwich there by Team NKT. And So Cool Soda will strike him down. Miyu here trying to push as well, but Boom One Love holding on to the corner. It's his teammate at this point. Rip will fall. Boom One Love, he needs to get value from this corner here. No plant yet.
30 seconds
Spike
left.
is into Sova. Now, there's a
enemy
chance to
remaining.
strike, and boom, One Love will use the sacrifice of his teammates for the greater good. It's NKT now, still holding on with 3. Boom, One Love, perfectly played, and to double digits go NKT.
Yeah, just exercised his patience to the fullest extent there. Even after his teammate dies, he doesn't even swing. He just, okay, I know the power of my position right now. It could come in big, but they do commit to this. Unfortunately, here for
30 seconds
Faustau,
left.
walks
One
into
enemy.
the cage and into the smokes and just loses track of where his opponents are within it. So 5 to 10 will be set here. As NKT, a few more rounds here till the
Revealing
closer.
area.
I just love that one for Boom One Love, people complain when they get baited. Sometimes there is a method to the madness, and just so quiet, so stable. Those kind of calls from Team NKT are where they can really shine. Nemesis now should be careful with those corners. Mid though. All for NKT to take. This is Nemesis ready to receive, and Boom One Love this time. Caught in the act. That's direct contact. 3 against him. There's no way.
Yeah, there's way too much for him to deal with. Alert will return the favor though here. Silva for Sova. And Dorf on the other end of the floor is able to get one off of the lurk as well.
Yeah, NKT finding angles to work with, and this is gonna allow them to open up the map. They're still going for B though.
Cage
Faustau
triggered.
here with the setup, popping the cyber
Cage.
cage. Soko Soda gets away with his life.
Cage triggered.
And with it, Trip and the rest want to go for the push. The spray coming on through. Eventually, it should be enough to catch one out. 3v3 onto the side here. And it seems like for NKT, they're gonna look stable for now. Faustau though, swinging in, Alert spotted. Durf on the other hand, there he comes, and he does get one, but he's traded quickly by Miyu. Now then, Miyu and Arta, the tag team duo we've been watching out for. So much utility here for the Breach too.
Yeah, he's got everything to throw here. Stuns, both flashes. Let's see what they can do. And Skull, So Cool Soda here will be the first player to contact. Alert, no more flashes for him to utilize. They've closed the gap. He's right in his face. And still, Miyu's unable to really do much. It's all on Arda, who simply faces the same fault. And bodies attract more bodies. NKT take 11.
Yeah, I mean, his name's So Cool Soda. There's no way he's not gonna falter that pressure at all.
Triggered.
Calm, collected in the sight. NKT, once they get that space to work with, once they get into a post plant, they just look so potent.
One enemy.
Nice look at that tracking here from So Cool Soda. Time out here by Nemesis, and it's a pretty apt one to call at this point. Great opener from them against XO, but this one's looking a lot more, I guess, troublesome, to say the very least. NKT, though, cruising at this pace.
Oh, NKT have been so good on this map throughout the year. They're 10-0. They've been perfect on it. And even last split in the promo relegations, they had some big wins over Ignite and the Mongols. Things are just looking solid so far for Team NKT. I think it's really Nemesis. After the first salvo, sure, they can find a pick or two around the map, but when they go for that stack, that's when NKT finds another opening elsewhere.
Well, NKT, let's see if they're going to be able to continuously exploit those openings still. As Nemesis here are the ones with their back against the wall, and not for the best economic situation either. Bunch of forced up buys just to try and get a bit more firepower going in the round.
Yeah, but I'm scared for Nemesis here. They don't have really money in the back. Team NKT, if they can keep things up, but alerts for the first time in a long time, not ready for that one. Fausto surprising. This Bucky, one loves this. He's just like, no, I'm throwing this one away.
Just using it to clear the wine, which to be fair isn't a bad idea. Is pretty specifically designed for that range. 4v4 settles here, and NKT have all the weapons to work for.
Yeah, as Rip watching the lurk too. NKT got Darf here, priming Paranoia also in a good spot. Nemesis is actually paying spawn for some reason, afraid perhaps of a possible flank. Paranoia at the plate to buy some time. One Love dips in to actually get the kill. NKT now still with the numbers. Dark hits the corner though. Those stingers strong up close like that. Utility for the post plant, got shot by to use, got that drone, and here comes Rip now, ready to strike! Time running out for Nemesis here, and NKT instead bring themselves to match point.
Match
The point has been matched.
I saw the desperation.
12-5.
Let's use that.
A bunch of ultimates on either side. The Odin coming out from Capisha.
This goes here.
A lot less potent now, buddy. No longer as spammable.
Yeah, it's no longer Asteroid's favorite map.
One enemy
It's
remaining.
no longer bangable.
Yeah, not all walls are bangable on
Ascent.
Ascent. Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Look at the money for Team Nemesis though. Yeah,
Well,
enough for the
does get
upgrade
the
there.
op though.
Yeah. I was like, wasn't that like 100 a while ago? I don't know.
Fake teleport.
Well, it kind of sacrifices some utility for this op and chooses for full armor instead. Curious decision, but we'll see if it pans out.
Yeah, Nemesis, a long road to climb if they want to start it here.
Cutting through.
7 rounds to gap. NKT have just been in command of this map. And with alert now, going to push into Cubby here. Send out the fake out. The stun will be the response. The swing comes in, Aftershock 2, and Alert is doing a good job to take so much utility away from that breach. Now then he swings, and he hits Scar where it hurts. One down. Nemesis has to keep tabs on it, and eventually he's taken down. But while this happens, NKT, they want to go for B. The Odin doesn't even fire a single bullet! And with it, even Faustau's overrun. It's NKT on B here.
Oh my goodness, they've swarmed the site, they've taken it, and as you mentioned, Capisha isn't even able to get a single round off there within the Odin. What use is 100 bullets in the mag if you can't even get one out the barrel? 12-5. And this is looking like potentially a done deal. Fury out, and this is all set and done.
Win.
Zrip will get a double and a 13-5 at the end for NKT.
Yeah,
See how they actually apply it.
Yeah, and I do wonder how they're gonna assist that Neon with the KO and the Sova. Usual partners, of course, Breach. Sometimes you can add it in the Fade. It might take a while to get that value from the intel, but NKT off to the attacking start here. And looks like they're gonna try to put pressure onto B early. On the other hand, TDK, we've seen what EJ can do on that Yoru. Happy to play that first contact. They're pinging his position though, and they already know that EJ could be up to something as we get into the game.
Well, Here it is, the matchup most people were looking forward here to see today. Oh my goodness, Boom One Love's already making contact early, and the round had barely started.
Yeah, you saw the lineup there. A bit deeper for the darts. Boom One Love could work off it. Contact though early on, and Boom One Love causing a lot of chaos on that B site. But Todak, we've seen from them, they don't relent their initial positions. They know this could be a fake, and it's on to A with the rest of NKT. The swing out onto elbow, but Darf is ready for that one. Drip as well in position, and NKT over on that A site.
And just a complete back and forth there initially, but ultimately it's NKT who stands tall with a 4v2.
Spike planted.
Todak have to make use of what little they've got as of the moment. And look at here, Boom One Love still expecting the flank to come.
One
Oh,
enemy
we saw
remaining.
Kylie coming, and that's an easy mark. Boom One Love now getting in position and flips the door. The only one still standing here. First one's good, second one's well, but Todak can't handle all of those numbers, and NKT get the pistol.
Good stuff here from NKT to start things off in the attack. Really winning a lot of their bouts. Boom One Love has such an aggressive player, such a ferocious talent as well. Gets a pick there on B. Max on off.
remaining.
Gets the perfect catch on Riley here. He just knew how to read this defense. And NKT, very clean opener.
It's exactly what I was saying. They changed the player on the Lulis based on the agent because they're the most comfy on that team. Boom One Love loves the neon. Happy to play aggressive here. And speaking of now, Sayu gonna get scanned on out. And you know the numbers are stacked for Todak here on that A side, and they're gonna take the orb back away and look to play towards B.
And that pulls the defense now to try and rotate and help out A, which leaves B just so
I'm
open.
out of here.
There's a cam there towards B main, and they've destroyed it, which is gonna keep Kylie kind of second guessing if that's the right option to rotate to A. Now they know it's not.
Go, go, go.
No one home, no utility even. It's looking dry like the desert here on that B site, and
Spike
NKT
planted.
ready to plant in whatever the position they feel comfy. Honestly, at this point, TDK, either a flood retake from market or just go for the exits. Playing for mid here, you can go for the suppress. Now, they find the push, but Boom One Love is in position. The rest of the team as well are there, but flips to there. Catching Boom first and foremost. Todak, little space to work with here. Fragment, though, will force TDK away. And as time runs out, it's all about the kills instead. Silku Soda facing off against his counterpart. Here comes Kylie in position for a kill. As Darf goes hunting, it's still TDK on site. It may not be in time for the defuse, but TDK are taking lives. And that's going to be good enough for the defense as NKT get a second.
Yeah, and at least, you know, the 3 that they do lose is towards the spike there at the end, so they don't give up extra economy to NKT. Good job doing a decent amount of damage here on their side while minimizing their own casualties. TDK. Let's see how they bring themselves back into the game. Flip Jader currently leading the charge. Flip Zyder. Sorry.
Flip Zidder.
Or that.
It's always been a question, right? How do you pronounce it? I know our Indonesian...
We've been unsure for 5 years, Dax.
That's true. Our Indonesian friends say it's one specific way, but I don't think we have the phonetics for it. But in any case, Flipsider, the IGL of Todak. Love to see if he can pop off in this game. And speaking of him right now, in position towards market. Dislodged though. The stun is good. Okay. But Flipsider will still get one at the very least. Now then, Kylie, the one under threat. But he's handling it like a pro. Eventually, Darf makes the trade happen, but it's TDK with a man advantage so far. EJ rounding the corner now. Just trying to buy the angle here. Spots the leg, spots the cape. So cool Soda. He's deep, but so cool Soda. That's a big win alongside Darf. It's a 2v1 now.
They don't know where Sayu is, though.
Oh,
but so cool Soda.
You say that.
Spoke too soon.
Take it back, as NKT will take it all and win the bonus.
My goodness, here NKT. Just so sharp in those engagements. Initially good reaction there, or at least good. It's kind of recoup coming from Flipsider on the back pedal. Still gets a pick before falling down, but ultimately, so cool Soda, even while spotted there in the corner, gets the one, and then flips back around B main for another.
Go, go, go.
He's been solid here for Team NKT. And right now, they're just aware that they can push this advantage even more so. Now, EJ back to his heroics, and NKT, they saw what happened there with the Yoru last time around. They know what they can do now. With it, 2 picks, looking for a third. Nice shot from Kylie, but it's not good enough to secure the kill. Zrip here. Out from mid 2. Help me more. Showing us how to get the tap going, but TDK, yeah, it's a very tough retake to do here.
Yeah, I'll need more here. That former Onyx and RQ fame, obviously, he's one of the more storied players we have currently in this relegation stage. See what more he can do. We saw some amazing stuff earlier on Dax against XOXO, but this is a tall order for even him.
Oh, no.
So cool Soda's been so sharp.
Yeah, he can change his name. But Boom and Love, out of nowhere.
There.
Neon rotates are
Go,
very
go.
fast, huh?
You'd think. I mean, he can run.
Yeah.
Poo 1 love, Poo 1 tap. And there's a similarity here. Connect the dots.
Okay. I'm waiting.
One enemy remaining.
I'll get back to you in a bit.
But NKT.
When those dots are connected.
Okay. Well, you have time because of the timeout here for Todak, and you can see the gear spinning here for TDK. They're struggling to really keep the space, especially on B, and that immediate pressure that comes from NKT with that Neon. It has been a shocking fact for TDK, and I was wondering perhaps it'll be tough for the Neon without that stun from the breach. Well, we've seen Boom and Love just stun for himself and get results.
Well, if you have lineups, I guess, for the Flash, and I would wager that part of the reason, or at least one of the benefits of this, is that at the very least, you know you have a Neon, you know one of the biggest catches for a Neon is that Cypher trap. If you have a KO and you're able to get the suppress on the Cypher, then the Neon can, run amok within the site and engage without having to worry about those tripwires being in her way. So that's one of the benefits of this. Yes, we haven't really been seeing kind of stun combos come from it, but if you have other ways to support the Neon, like maybe with a dart and with a knife and with a paranoia, then it can work as well.
I'm out of here.
It's been working so far here for NKT right now.
Gotta go.
Back to putting pressure towards mid here. Control established heavily, and they're even going for the wall bang on the box just in case. Really goes to show MKT doing their homework and watching the previous game here from Todak. Speaking of TDK, now they get their pop flash over onto the outside of a null commando. The call towards B side, they respect that. The Cypher actually playing so far away. Instead, it's NKT trying to make the space happen. Elmi Moore gunned down. NKT, they finally get the move and the groove onto A.
Plant will go down.
Spike planted.
It's TDK here. Lose a big player in Elmi Moore. Those smokes would be highly valuable in this retake. Flipjitter still needs one to be able to activate that null command. They can smell someone here.
Yeah, an alert, there you have it. Spotted now, warning signs are flashing here for TDK. There is pressure on all fronts, and alerts! Alive! Awake! Alert! Unstoppable! He's gotten 3 here, and he's hungry for a 4th. Kylie now back to spawn. Look where he stands, that's where he'll spawn later on. A flawless one for Team NKT.
Alert. We got alert coming your way. There's nothing you can do about it. The Terminator, the robot that he is, just absolutely tearing anyone who comes his way a new life. Great stuff here coming from Alert. And he just single-handedly broke apart their defense there after the plant was already set.
Yeah, NKT on an absolute tear. And Todak just cannot find any answers whatsoever here. Flips it there. Hero rifle to try and find a kill or 2 here. Has the null command now into play. Might need to use it for the retake here. Paranoia. Yet again, dislodging Kylie from the backside position. It's back with lethal plants here for the side of NKT. EJ, do you dare? The Paranoia comes on in, and TDK! Massive kills for the Sheriff. Here comes Dark though, finding Flips in there especially. Now then, 3v2, but gun advantage clear here for NKT. No plant yet. And here comes the rest of TDK now.
That was good initially there, coming from TDK on the retake, but massive stuff here by Dorf to get that double kill. Trying to equalize things back up, and now this is a lot more palatable for NKT to finally confirm. Plant will go down. B main, they have to be careful. EJ's coming.
EJ, trying to light it up, but the shot, it needs to hit. Not like that. NKT, now a third courtesy of Darf. And then a 2v1, Sayu is put in an improbable scenario. And he can pick on up. Nice swing, nice try, but Darf is sturdy. Gets a fourth there, and NKT still streaking.
He even nailed him on the head, but you know, the stinger just is not powerful enough to really punch through at that range. And EJ knows that he's got to know that that should have been potentially a kill there to really bring things back their way. They need these rounds to go their way. They need these opportunities to be able to convert them. And TDK still laying eggs.
Shortcut. Here we go.
I don't know if a Dolphin does, but in any case, TDK looking to get on the board here as soon as possible. The pressure early from NKT, and the null command response will just send NKT to the other side of the map. Kylie here to the corner. Darp. TP now. The plant. As of now, even at mid, NKT sniping one. Kylie here. Blinded, especially. It's been a problem for the Cypher, but now with the sight turned, it's Kylie back in command. Null command, or Neural Theft rather, gives the intel.
Now they know exactly where NKT are positioned here for that post plant. Hunter's Fury comes out from Kodak. Does get the one, so that's great value. Gets a second off of So Cool Soda.
Sayu saying goodbye to two from afar, but this is again Whom One Love trying, but Elmi Moore is back to winning ways. Finally for Todak, they get on the board.
6-1, and Todak have waken on up, really starting here from Kylie, who got the shutdown with the pressure coming against him. I saw the idea here from NKT, right? You send two towards mid, pull the defense that way, and then you go for the plant on towards B. Have two players still remaining in B main. You don't really have to flood into site. We're going to play post plant from B main. But Kylie had a different idea. Gets a pick on the Dorf. Neural Theft confirms where they should be looking. And from then on forward, somehow, miraculous and great Hunter Spirit from Sayo gives him the round.
Yeah, critical win from Kylie especially. I can't highlight that fact even more. Now then, Hunter's Fury. So Cool Soda gets tag onto one. Sayu though, somehow, some way. Still with that swing. Gets one before he's taken down. Now the null command flips to there. Forced to just play with the gun itself within the smoke. Now then, slide in, the swing out. TDK just doing TDK things right now. They're getting pick after pick, but it's still tough. NKT want to go for the plant. The pop flash out. It's Kylie in position. Spike plant advantage here for Todak. So Cool Soda needs to be a factor here as EJ gets the overrun, but no, Elmi Moore's watching the angle. And Todak will get their second round.
Yeah, Todak coming back into the game here. They found themselves a path to take. Cutting through the brush. Thick and dense it was earlier on in the half, but Todak are suddenly finding a clearing in all this undergrowth. NKT here, unable to really stop them much during these past few rounds. Some moments, yes, but Todak have finally found their groove.
Yeah, this is Todak getting back into things, and a timeout immediately called by NKT in response. I like the NKT timeouts, honestly. It's just like, okay, things are kind of getting a bit dicey. Let's put a stop to it. The momentum is swinging in our opponent's favor, and the retakes here from Todak looking a lot cleaner right now. They understand what pressure to give at the right moments, and some off-time swings that have really surprised NKT along the way.
Yeah, we've seen some good moments here coming from Todak as a whole, like Flip Jadur there, finding his timing to be able to get the one while within the smoke, just popping out, catching him off guard. And the thing is, moving forward, that's going to keep NKT on their toes. They might end up being a bit more cautious moving forward, and that could play against them if they're overcautious. They might not have the same speed and fire that we've seen from them earlier on.
Yeah, well, NKT still have quite a lead to work with. Steel Garden also available coming into this round. Goodbyes too. But Todak they've at least put themselves within contention here. Looking for the ultimates. I think another big one has to be EJ. He's thinking about it early on. He can push with his ult and look to scout out lobby here.
Eventual drift. He does gather. The Dorf is all the way back to the spawn. Look at the position here from Elmi. More.
Yeah.
He's good to bail.
Oh.
Will get found.
Yeah, I was thinking, do you just pop the ultimate to get out of danger there? Boom would love though. Just a threat in every single angle. EJ still waiting for Darf to come his way. But the Omen, different plans. Heard the footsteps, saw the paranoia too. And look at this, Boom One Love is really trying to hunt the members of Todak bit by bit. But it's a dance. We're seeing the steps in the middle. Sayu was playing for mid. Now you have EJ also in position. It's still about that Neon though. If they can catch the Neon, things will be easier for Todak. If not, it could be decisive. Kylie now with the kill. Here comes Sayu with the darts as well. A 3v3 as Kylie wants to reinforce. But NKT, their post flap now, it's gonna get over on EJ here with the one. But then again, with those Steel Gardens, it's just Kylie with the classic. How do you even get through? That's the real question. NKT, they're prepped, sure, but Darf, low HP now. Rifles out.
One
Smoke's
enemy
gone.
remaining.
And Kylie had it all lined up. 1v1. Tap onto the spike. The swing from the flash. And Zrip
Perfect.
will tear Kylie a new one there. 7-2 for NKT.
Arc Rose there. It's working out perfectly. Getting the blind. Zrip will confirm. And NKT back into the game. Stopping the bleeding. Set upon him. Now, more, this is good for the one, but this is why you gotta be careful, man. You're the only smoker here. You got the one. It's a 5v4.
Spike planted.
No reason to continue to
One enemy
progress
remaining.
there. You have a safe exit. You can even if you didn't have a safe exit, you have an ult just to bail out anyways. And arguably because of that, they were put into a spot that just did not favor them.
NKT
Gotta go.
just keeping things up, and it's crazy how much space Boom One Love got in that last round. Still NKT clearing these corners very eagerly, aware of what they can do. Now then, EJ gets the trade going. At least a bit of firepower here for Todak to work with. Gate crash also faked for now, so perhaps So Cool Soda? No, he's aware. Well done by NKT to stop the Yoru before it starts, but Flipsider will do the same versus the Neon.
3v3 here, and So Cool Soda once again delivers another gut punch. This is NKT barreling their way onto A. Plant will go unstopped for the moment.
Spike planted.
Taps there. And with the frag now onto the site, this does put So Cool Soda in a spot closer to Link. No real swing out here from NKT so far.
enemy
Todak on the
remaining.
other hand. Oh no, Kylie's popping! And So Cool Soda is just so calm and collected! He's done it again here for NKT! A quad for the Sova! And it's looking so good for the Thai squad.
Well, a while ago I said the gut punch for that one was a straight uppercut to the chin here. That was an incredible round here coming from So Cool Soda, who's been so sharp so far here today.
enemy remaining.
NKT are definitely benefiting off of having a player like him, calm, cool, and collected there in the 1vx. 8-2 now for NKT, who are looking unstoppable so far this half.
Yeah, just NKT showing they have come into this group prepared. Action immediately. Boom One Love going in an awkward spot, and EJ looking sharp
Spike
on the
down,
shots.
B.
A double for EJ as alerts will at least get the kill onto the Yoru. But then again, NKT, now they're the ones caught in the loop. Surprised by the push by TDK. It's Todak with good control of the map.
Cover going out.
Okay. Kodak here. Let's see if they can find a bit more going for him and able to close a round like this out. They do have the hero rifle still in Flipsider, but you'd want to swap that on over to another player at this point as he's low.
Rip and tear.
A site will be under siege here, but there is quite a few utility to get through. Before that, Kylie falls, and that's the site now.
Yeah, great paranoia too also there from NKT. Kodak here. Trying to use the
enemy
shares, but
remaining.
it's just not gonna happen. NKT, you're ready from every angle and
can't do
strip the
something
one
right,
to
don't
watch
do
out
it at
for.
all.
Just NKT. Everyone's stepping up here for
Last
this team, and they're
round
up
in
to
the
9
half.
now.
Reality
NKT
has
just
its place.
in cruise control right now, just continuing what's been working for him. It's really just pounding down and overrunning the defense here. Kind of a quiet game for EJ, which is quite uncharacteristic of a player of his caliber. And NKT have done a good job so far of making sure nobody in TDK feels safe to pop off just yet.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised by this time actually from Todak. They're using both of their 2 timeouts during the first half. It's the last round of their defense anyway. With Coach Severin just talking to the rest of the crew here from TDK. It's become problematic that even with TDK getting a pick or 2, it's just NKT somehow clutching up coming into the post plant, right? Just the last 2 rounds defined by these angles, these off angles taken by NKT that Todak walk into.
Severin here, longtime teammate of some of the boys on this Todak squad, so he knows how it feels to be in their shoes. He knows that in this case, you just gotta keep it 1 round at a time, bring it 9-3. Hopefully win the pistol then on after. Could be a 9-5 real quick at that point. A lot more reachable for Todak. Things could spiral out of control very, very quickly if they don't take this round. They got ults to use, but how they use them is more important.
Things are tough. Third round here would be an incredible supplement for TDK once they get to the second half. EJ though, flash out of the smoke, and it's utter perfection and utter destruction. I know what you want to say there, Black and Blue. There you go, EJ. That's what we expect from him. And TDK, they brought down the hammer in the last round here with a flawless one.
Perfect round here, and just immaculate timing from EJ. When the initial scan went through, I thought EJ was going to go for the spam there, but he doesn't. He holds his tongue, making sure he doesn't speak a word till he knows it's going to reach its target audience. And when he does, my oh my, everybody heard it throughout the server. Multiple choice, which means no guessing here.
What's the prompt?
Who was first? Unfortunately, NKT looks to be in pole position, Dax.
Yeah. Still another set of qualifying to do, but Poom One Love setting the pace early. Absolutely right. NKT have been hitting nutty shot after nutty shot throughout this game. But with Todak able to equalize, they have a chance to play on A. They send out the Paranoia here as well, and onto LB now for TDK. Trying to make the play. Alert in position, but Flipsider! There's the wake up we've been watching out for from him. He's got in 3 so far. Soda still sticking on around. Zip has to back away here. Got many members of Todak quite low, especially the ones on site. NKT are just waiting out on the timing. The suppress comes in. Zrip still gonna go for the push. LB more and so cool. Soda, what was that? It took a while for him to get the first kills, but once he got that one, it was just NKT firing on all cylinders to get the double digits.
So cool. Soda is so sharp, yeah, but Zrip also there, man. He made sure not to make any noise, made sure that they didn't have any reason for Flip Jitter to peek on out, especially with Flip Jitter low there behind the dice. So was able to crawl on up on the planter and get the kills that he needed. NKT still somehow turning it around.
It's been all NKT in this game. And it's kind of similar to what we saw on Ascent. The amount of control they have, the amount of confidence. I looked at that 3v2 and TDK. Yeah, it's a healthy player in LB more, but NKT just catching the right targets early. Crazy stuff from our Thai squad. Kylie though coming up close. But Poom One Love gone. That's less pressure now from the defense. Seems like So Cool Soda and Zrip though. A good setup. A double stack here on B. And while the rest of NKT, they're gonna try to risk it. Watch out for main. That one way from Elmimore, or rather, one way that Elmimore is in. Fade soon, and there you have it. A big surprise.
Good find here by Todak. Get 2 going their way.
Die.
Zrip will return the favor. This is still winnable, especially here towards the A side where the still defenders alert. Lots coming his way. He has to back off and get the safety.
Yeah. TDK now putting the pressure on the side for the alerts. Does actually gun down 2 with the Spectre. Still though,
Last
not
player
over yet.
standing.
I think TDK might have a chance here. Flipsider has to do it all with the Sheriff. NKT, there's the Arcros, there's the reconnaissance too. Forced to play in safe again. The pop flash comes on in, and NKT close the distance to close out this round, 11-3.
I mean, it was looking pretty good for Todak, 3v5, but still unable to convert. Just even with these opportunities presented to them, unable to capitalize on those moments. Would have been so good. And they spread on out. They just get isolated in the fight here. Flip Jitter doesn't get overrun the way that you expect you should be able to in a situation like that.
Now we win.
And NKT are
Launching Thorn.
even more closer now to a win.
Todak, they have to win their bye round here or else this game is basically over. NKT, a few guns on the bonus, but Puma and Love has struggled in the second half here. TDK will take advantage of that fact. Flips the door. Catching the Neon early, and that's a B side wide open here as Alert has to play in the backside. TDK though on their plan. They want to go for the kills early on, and there you have it. A massacre made here by Boba. Alert, only one standing. Now he falls, and TDK get on the board again.
Yeah, that's a round they should win. They do. Todak here. Holding on for the meantime, keeping that match point away. Barely. NKT, they lose this round. This gives Todak even more reason to continue the fight. I like the play there coming from Todak, and Flipjitter has activated himself in these latter stages of this game, finding the opening pick. Perfect flash as well to allow them to take market, and that's more what we need to see from Todak.
Yeah, better game for Flips especially coming into this one, but TDK going to be walking into a potential crossfire. That's Sheer as well, putting the pressure on. Flips will back out of it. At least TDK, they don't walk into the trap set by NKT. Now, moving into mid especially, Boom One Love keeping tabs of where Kylie as well as Elmi Moore can go. Now TDK just trying to find any opening in the map, and Poom, a different plan here.
Well, Poom, risky position to take, but nobody from Todak really coming his way anytime soon. At least, seemingly so. Oh, wait, maybe Elmi Moore. He's gonna make contact with him.
Yeah.
Sees his gun at the same time, but Elmi Moore gets a catch.
Yeah, Elmi Moore ready for that one. Trade from Alert though.
Cover going out.
Effectively, NKT sending 2 players out to get the catch onto mid. Does Todak have enough though to still work with on the B side? They seize Rip, that could be a critical kill. But Strip back into market. And with it, Arco still available for you. Strip now!
Wow.
This is why you need to kill him early on! Effective work with the spray, a double with the Phantom, and NKT stopping TDK again. This is a safe call now.
Rip has been so sharp here in this map specifically. The TDK are unable to dislodge him
10
from his
seconds left.
positions, really. Both attack and defend in the post plant. Spike dropped, and yeah, this will be match point now for NKT. 8 rounds up above where Todak stand. And they've got economy now to continue this bout. Luckily for Todak too, they do
Match point.
have enough to afford a buy coming into this. Otherwise, it would have been a done deal.
Yeah, but this is the only saving grace they have here. From this point on, no mistakes for Todak. Just crazy to think how Zrip has really fit in to the NKT roster. We've seen how synergized So Cool Soda and Boom One Love have been throughout their run in NKT. But Zrip really fitting in like a glove. Part of Mara and Auricut from before. Now with 15 kills, NKT look reinvigorated as this roster. And they're 1 round away from taking down TDK here.
Mid pressure here can be shown by TDK. They take the duels and they win that one out. That's big to take down Alert here, who had the null command in this round. Once again, these opportunities, they can't let this slip. They need to convert this situation as they crawl towards A. But NKT, they know this. They've stacked themselves here on the A.
Yeah, I mean, the utility for the Vice is all the way at B anyway, so we can see Zrip afford to play within safe. NKT want to fight this. I saw you now. Will step on the toes of the Vice. It's all Todak as they make their way into A side. So Soda flashed on up. Now Flips there will get that kill. CDK here keeping the fight going. 5 now for Todak.
Todak at least able to continue on, get a few more rounds. Let's see how long this will progress. NKT, though, will be forced to eco here. And Zrip has been having himself a field day. Taking down quite a bit, but more value than he's been given on up. Let's see what
He's done a
Todak
lot.
are able to do, though. Look at the mid push being prepared here by NKT.
I mean, NKT saw the push from TDK a while ago, and they do want to support Alert this time because he's usually on that top mid duty. In any case, Todak, they realize A is looking very quiet. This is rare. We can push this. And given the utility dump over at mid, TDK, they're just making their way through. EJ, though, does he
Nobody's
catch?
looking A?
Does he catch NKT in the act? No one's looking, no one's aware. They forgot about that A side, and EJ able to use that to his advantage. Todak now plant the spike firmly. Alert with the catch onto the Orshore. That's the scrounge. Fragment here, but this retake is looking tough for NKT.
I'm out of here.
NKT. Not too sure they can make this one converted. Flash does pop high. They know where they're going to be coming from here towards A main. Only Zrip is able to find the frag as things settle for Todak's favor. Yeah, good find there by EJ, and NKT just, I think, letting it slip.
Yeah, that was just
Here.
a gimme at that point. No one even watching out. It's Link itself. Like, you can understand. Like, okay, give up the sight. NKT.
One enemy
Walking
remaining.
into that one. It was effectively an eco anyway from NKT. Lots of rounds to give. But those are the moments where TDK can get that confidence back and look to rally.
Well, TDK slowly, but, well, maybe not surely, but for sure, at a steady pace here. Finding their way back into the game. Trades happen equally. Poom one love, good for one before he's done.
Here we have it. Sokol Soda.
Take
Big
flight.
pick. Not only swinging the advantage in favor of NKT, but now the Hunter's Fury is available. Dark in position. Trades yet
everyone
again.
hiding?
But Todak now with the intel. They can play on A if they do it quickly. As
Yep.
NKT are looking to run their way through too.
They know it's free 2v2 here now. They've got
Here
the
we go
ult
again.
as well on the Vice to utilize it.
enemy
See,
remaining.
Kylie! What a timing from him!
Oh, it's Rip. He's gonna try to make it happen.
enemy
Hero play
remaining.
with a Steel Garden. Finds the first, but there's still a second. Flips the door. Left unchecked.
Has no
Strip
idea.
actually gonna go for the tap, and
Blinding
Strips
crack.
actually still has his gun out. Strip now within safe, no intel from the Arcros at all. Here waiting on the timing and flips the door. There's a mastermind there in the post plant. 7th round for Todak.
Yeah, good back off here from Flipsider. Knew that here, at least for Zrip, they didn't have any real idea on where he was. He never gave his position away.
One enemy remaining.
Good timing
One
from
enemy
Kylie as well. Pretty stellar. Ultimately, Todak continue on in the round. And this goes 12-8, Dax. We've got ourselves a situation.
Whatever it takes.
Yeah, and they gotta be pinging A-Link now. Just like, guys, this angle is actually screwing us over for the past 2 rounds. It's Todak here, back. The similar position like before. Poom one love. He's been finding trades at the very least, but you'd love to see him survive longer in this defense. Darf also, big clear. He got intel, the tiles is gone. No one's at bottom mid. And the whole Todak squad are just looking to play on A side, but NKT
Wrong idea.
think it's a B hit.
Yeah, they think it's B, but it's a complete opposite fact. Unfortunately, Dorf is unable to get any deeper, or chooses not to get any deeper on his B clear. And Todak, little do they know, it's completely
Portal
ripe for the
closed.
taking, but better safe than sorry, I'd like to think. And once again, EJ has blown this position open.
Time to jump.
I mean, with Link clear, Todak now can play into good post-plant positions. Still NKT.
Spike
Have
planted.
some ultimates to use here, and
What?
Poom one love, that's a massive kill with a classic! If he pops the overdrive, it could set the tempo early on. On this Fury though, gonna be the first one here. Kylie catching out Darp. Now Poom with the overdrive. Moving into alley, trying to work off that Hunter's Fury. Looking to clear the corners, but flips to their peeks out at the right time. LB Moore and the rest now. They're happy to handle this one. Well, Sokol Soda though, big pick. NKT making Todak work
One
for it, but
enemy
these are
remaining.
rifles. This is them ready, set,
more
and
to
steady.
oppose us.
Saw you there. Saying goodbye to 2, and TDK make it to 8.
Sayonara, he says. 12 to 8, and Todak, as I mentioned, we've got ourselves a situation. They're able to buy up down NKT here, but a timeout
Planted.
been called by that NKT squad. They've done a good
One
job
enemy
here of,
remaining.
at least Todak rather, of making sure that they keep their casualties to a minimum, have been able to buy up bank and build up bank rather, moving into the latter stages of this half. And if there's a time to get activated, now has been it.
Yeah, they've seen here for NKT where they're lacking, and it's that A site. They've struggled now to keep things in check there. And Todak are just looking to hammer on those weak points again and again and again. We've seen Todak just rally back once the game is coming down to a close. NKT, they need to prove they can close this out right now.
Well, there's only one way to do that and prove that fact to be true, is if they actually achieve it. If you're NKT right now, you have to be feeling the pressure. You know that this one should have been in the bag a long time ago. But 6 rounds later, with regulation almost seeming out to close, you're looking at the scoreline. It's starting to get a bit too close for comfort.
Yeah, 4 rounds in a row for Todak. Are they the kind of players just feeling the energy in a potential last stand? It's been TDK making no mistakes for the past few rounds. And NKT, now they put the numbers towards A. Who would love to be assisted here by Alert, especially Darv. Throwing the paranoia, here they come with the flashes too. And Puma Love, even while blinded, just sprays through with a hope and a prayer. And Flipsitter is the first to fall. IGL of TDK done. And NKT get the man advantage.
Well, he had the bullet with Flip Jitter's name on it, and that it connects when your time is up. There's nothing you can really do about it.
Who's next?
The play for main.
TDK.
Dimensional drift here, black and blue. And
Yep.
the EJ, he's spouting, he's finding people along
Sees
the
him.
ways. So cool Soda, waiting in the alley too. Now, hearing another reality, but Kylie keeping tab up the corner. Elmi Moore with the gun down too. And with Boom One Love alongside Zrip, a 2v2, the dart comes on in.
One
Kylie
enemy
gotta be
remaining.
careful. Now the tracking is so solid. A triple for Kylie. And Zrip
30
see.
needs to
seconds
be the
left.
hero. Has the Arcros available here.
Spike planted.
Does have that flash to utilize, as you mentioned. They are both quite low as well here, Dax, so this is very doable. We've seen even bigger odds. Oh, he knows now where Kylie is.
Yeah, Kylie spotted moving into elbow here, and they heard the noise, they heard the tap. Here we
Oh,
go,
wait,
potential crossfire. It's Stumper's
enemy
Rip.
remaining.
The angle, where's it at? Sayu's trade comes on in clutch, and it's TDK to 9.
I think he assumed that both of them would be sticking together there, because he never looked anywhere else. Once he saw where Kylie was there in the elbow, he just never took his eyes and crosshair off of it. He just kept his eyes beaded there. You would assume that he maybe be checking towards CT, maybe taking a little
One
peek.
enemy remaining.
But no, just committed
One
to the
enemy
angle.
remaining.
Unfortunately, was not right in his bout. And look at this, 12 to 9, Todak, Eco here for NKT. This is getting real.
Flashbang.
This is getting too tight to call, and Boom One Love, a glass cannon with the Phantom. He's gonna try to find a hero pick here, but to no avail. TDK, they have so many ways to get out of danger, especially on the Yoru. Elmi Moore, thinking about priming the paranoia. Does get suppressed though. Second one away here from the likes of NKT. And TDK respect that, but will back off for now.
NKT trying to take that aggressive stance here towards A main initially. No real position towards mid. It's all Todak crawling their way as far up mid as they want to. And will not be flushed out as NKT decide to keep their assets on either site. Todak playing things quiet. They know that there is presence forward on A. And if they wager that's still remaining to be true, then they could potentially commit here towards a weaker B site, but there's utility.
Still that setup from the Vice. Now we hear the null command. Does get suppressed onto the Sova, especially. This Vice trip though, that's the big question. Kylie now pushing forward alongside the rest of the team. They spot out one, thereby Boba. Darf, good amount of damage, Cyber Cage as well. And while Kylie uses that to cross, gets spotted by the scan, the shot comes through, and Elmi more instead with the find of So Cool Soda. Todak now establishing their claim on B. While NKT tried to fight from the backside, it's still TDK already on that side. They're set, they're stable, and Todak gets the 10.
Now get it.
This is looking a lot closer than the initial scoreline might have otherwise suggested. This is looking like a Todak game through and through, but rather an NKT game through and through, but we've seen so many comeback performances today, Dax. It's only been 4 games in, and I think 3 of that has had some sort of comeback to some extent. The only one was the Nemesis one, which didn't really, I guess, amount to much, as it was quite of a stomp. But ultimately, yeah, 2 of the games, half of the games we've had today here have had this kind of comeback happen.
I mean, Sunset seems to be the map for close games here, Black and Blue. And now, with TDK again, similar start to what we've seen the past few rounds. It always had pressure from lobby to try and play into A. Back offshore. It's worked more often than not. The flash comes on in. No one really to play off it. Got NKT. We want to watch for their elbow as well. EJ versus Boom One Love. This has been a crucial duel throughout the second half. Aldron, where's it at here? Where's it at? Sayu, you know you want to use it after the smoke especially. Sees the KO coming. Now the paranoia into play. Alert forced to go into the corner. But Todak still can't make the space happen. NKT doing a really good job to use that utility to buy that time. One also on the rotation. That's So Cool Soda. A swing perhaps from LB Moore could be critical. Here we have it. The blind comes on in, but Boom One Love just runs into his own demise. Kylie into position. Darf though with the find on the Sayu. TDK running out of time. 3v3 becomes 3v2. It's TDK. LB Moore trying to get the track going, but Zrip 3 HP. Still though, a standoff, and Zrip will tear them up under. 2 years back. On the other hand, Team Nemesis still with the Neon Breach. It's been their strength between Mio and Arta. They're gonna still stick with it despite some of the lacks it has on this map.
Well, see if that Ascent comp they're bringing to the table is going to work out for them here. For Nemesis, still same old what we saw from them a while ago is what they're going to be bringing out here today against Todak. And we saw how that map went, 5-13. Hopefully a better scoreline at the other end of the floor for him here.
Yeah, I mean, Nemesis, you want to see Capisha and Scar bring their A game coming into this one. Struggles versus Team NKT. A clean slate here against Todak. And we have to say it again, Indonesia versus Indonesia. The rematch from the qualifiers that these 2 teams have been waiting for. And with it, flips to their utility dump to slow down the push from Cubby. Where's the fragment? Now the barrier mesh. It's going to be a big investment from Nemesis to break. Now they do, but look at the setup. Sonic sensors on both sides too.
Yeah, that sensor has a very, very tough piece of utility to try and explode into. It's just an insta-stun on anybody who makes a bit too much noise coming their way. And speaking of, they have a B site execute to have to deal with.
Yeah, and what you have to deal with now, the other set of Sentinel utility, the Cypher there of Kylie. Gets the trigger onto one. EJ though on the board, and it's a battle for spawn as TDK win the long game. They're good at the shots, and they found most of those kills. Now then, Faustau found, and Kylie's there to collect TDK on the board.
It's so hard to play against this double scent comp here on Ascent. You're pretty much damned which way you go, right? A or B, there's a Sentinel waiting for you. There's utility there at the ready, just waiting for you to run into. Not a sonic sensor, probably a tripwire. You just are so starved for options in that case that sometimes you just have to really pick your poison and bite down hard.
Yeah, damned if you do, damned if you don't, especially with that beginning the action on the defense. This can be them setting a bar early on, and here we have it. EJ already choking the life out of Capisha. Shot with the Outlaw. Basically close off mid here for Team Nemesis. The rest of the team could smoke that out, get close if ever, to try and catch EJ off guard. But then again, Faustau should get spotted here by the Aldron. Todak, complete control on the anti-eco here.
Well, they're going to assume it's a lurk for the meantime, which is why the defense hasn't rotated yet here towards Beta Hell, as it was a Cypher they saw in Faustau, but they're going to find out very soon it isn't only a lurk, but the full rest of the team from Nemesis looking to explode. Smoke comes on out here.
Standing ahead.
Sai has to be careful, but let's back off.
Ooh, and Kylie, he built a box with those tripwires. Now then, Nemesis breaking containment. Kylie wants to activate quarantine protocol still. It's a disease here that Nemesis is trying to spread onto B. They creep on closer, make it 3v3 and into the post plant.
Okay. Doable here for Nemesis. Let's see how they can play these timings. EJ's trying to be wary of B main. Here does check it. Good enough.
Good know-how. Isolating the fight with Cloudburst too. Double swing though from Nemesis. They're keeping them on as at the very least. Todak here, even found by the Guardian! And suddenly tides turning in favor of Team Nemesis. Flipsider needs to save this one. A 1v1 and Artus in position. Team Nemesis, they just take that one away.
Yeah, peppers him down in Nemesis. That's the type of round that you want to get back into the game here. Especially on your attacking side, get as much as you can to close out for the second half with. Look at this, what they do here. Even as EJ gets the opening pick, they overrun the site. Really, I think came down to the Sova there, coming from Todak, unable to really do much with his position. And he had a pretty good one as well to put a big hurdle, but yeah, just Sayu unable to really do much.
Yeah, and Nemesis, this is their chance now to get momentum in their favor. The more rounds they get on the attacking side, the better it's going to be for Team Nemesis. And here they come, ready to rampage. Miyu quick with the 2K and on to 8 for Team Nemesis.
Yeah, just catches him off guard. Flipjitter is still busy trying to throw a grab net, but he's already blown through the choke at that point, through the threshold. 2v5, and there's another round here for Nemesis. A quick one that they secure. Nemesis here. Upping the pace, really catching TDK off guard with the speed that they can play. Misyu's already on pace for that ace.
Yeah, Miyu just hunting, seeking, wanting to get the clip here. But you've said it, this has been speed. Oh no, Miyu stunning himself! Oh no! No, wait! EJ!
Chill.
22 HP. One more bullet should be enough. There you have it, Scar is sharp.
No charges.
Yeah.
Shadows traveling.
Delete the VOD.
No charges.
No one's on Miss You. And Miss You for the 4K!
Yeah. Where the S come from?
I don't know. Miss You.
I know. It's okay. Our reunion. It's been too long.
Yeah.
God, oh, come on, Prod. You don't need to do him dirty like that.
Yeah, he hit it like, does that really have to be part of the highlight? Does that really?
Yeah. Anyway, though, Miyu does get the overdrive available because of those 4 kills. But in response, EJ ready with the Blade Storm, so both duelists could find value, and this is what the Jet can do. An updraft into the kill. Now then, Lightning Fingers looking to zap onto the site. Barrier mesh though, and Miyu, this is difficult, this is gonna be awkward because once it's spawned, and that's what's gonna happen. Yeah, you can't control it. You're gonna automatically swap guns, and because of that, Todak take advantage and just anchor themselves on that B site.
He runs out of juice right when he needed it.
Not the juice.
Not the juice.
Oh,
I want me some apple juice now. Yeah. But, more importantly, you saw the combo there they had towards B main with a grab net and then the updraft from the Jet? Perfectly timed and executed.
Yeah, there's just no way. If you try to remove the grab net on you, you're sitting duck to those blades. And Team Nemesis, they have retrieved the spike, but they're wary of this A site. The Cypher hasn't been spotted as of yet. Kylie knows. There's one on Rafters. Arta, okay, not fully showing himself yet, but TDK have the lay of the land here. One's watching. It's not EJ though. It's not EJ, so Flipsider will get the trade. Sonic Sensor now notices the Omen and Scar. You could go for the Savior if you'd like.
Got you.
Oh man, there's just so much Sentinel utility in his way, man.
Scar?
There's no way he expects A main.
Yeah, there you have it. Fine steal delivered. Todak here. Getting back into the rhythm of things to tie
One of my
things up.
cameras is broken.
You were talking about it there.
Oh,
Incredible set play from TDK, and then suddenly it's back to playing towards the sites.
Yeah, perfect. See one. Maybe you find a second there. great timing when to pull that off on the trap setup. Yeah, just at that point, things were so hammered upon Nemesis that Todak were just cruising to the end of the round.
And now the operator out too for Todak. They want to make this defense as stifling as possible. And the adjustments for TDK too. Flips to dirt. Putting the sonic sensor on A main itself, trying to scare off Nemesis to look to play elsewhere. In any case, Aldro now. I don't think I actually saw Faust out there.
I don't think so either.
So TDK working blind so far. Nemesis
Here.
just sticking around the main and tried to make the pinch possible too short.
Right there.
Slow crawl up here towards a cat. Will be Flipzitter. Make that contact first, but nobody really to support him at this position. Knows that
That's
tree is occupied entirely.
He does still have that Gravnet though, so he can easily stall for the rest of his team. Aldron too. Now tag onto Flips. Because of that, he's holding the grenade. No one caught though. Capisha and the rest. This could be their sign to go on in. Ball line for the stun, but EJ awaits. Now the guard here towards Raptors.
30 seconds
Shatter
left.
the window, sure. LB Moore will break the spine of one already. Low HP. Has to get out of the aftershock. Still held position though to play for. Alive, kicking the Omen a threat. Now then, LB
Spike
Moore,
down.
despite the disadvantage.
Last
Here
player
comes
standing.
Faust out though, but the transfer's not fast enough. Nuggets now, Scar's in position, and EJ there gets the trade in the end. TDK will get the 3.
There's Cubesy up as well. Perfectly played defense there from TDK. The only small caveat was there was nobody to potentially swing off of the Gravnet once Flipjitter did throw it there towards tree. Ideally, you'd want somebody closer towards the switch to swing that short position, swing the tree when the Gravnet does hit, but after that, when he backed on off, EJ was in perfect position to help him out, make sure that the chase there wasn't up to speed.
charges.
And the rest of just the adjustments, like Elmi Moore, great heads up, paranoia, backs in the corner, TPs to safety, and still finds value off the kill.
Yeah, I mean, Todak, despite no real experience on this map as a team, you know these individuals know what to do on a set and collapse
Spike
from
down
EJ
mid.
to collect. It's an anti-eco anyway, but you always love to see it. One
Yeah.
bullet, 2 targets, and the spike is down.
2 burb, 1 bullet.
Yeah.
He'll take it.
Oh,
He
that's
knows
not the
one's
spike.
there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, this
Oh, yeah.
pigeon's about to... Oh my goodness.
It got tense, but Miyu gets away with his life and now has the spike in hand. The reposition though here for EJ. He knows that this B hit is very possible. The Aldrone will confirm it, and EJ, he wants to go hunting, tries to shoot down one from the sky. But as of now, gets away with his life. That should be enough for EJ for the rest of the round and the ambition. Time though, running out here, and as Nemesis look to pivot towards A, still one watching. Mid here taken by Flips too. Really Todak just plugging any leak. Don't reload in front of them though.
Well, me only has a stinger.
30
so
seconds
I
left.
Don't imagine it's gonna do much at that range, but I'd love to be proven wrong. The cross, he's made it. We'll get the plant down. There's a smoke call
Spike
for A main
planted.
or short
Tell me where?
because look up.
The foot says it all. Exposes Elmi Moore there, and Scar actually picking up a rifle. Now this is doable here for Team Nemesis. They have the firepower to work with. Scar getting up the smoke too. Stun coming on now. Cam in position. Here comes Scar. The spray! The spray! There's no way! There's no way! The ace for Scar! And Nemesis tie it up. Unbelievable!
Astonishing ace here coming in from Scar, kicking him down into the herd. What a round from Scar to open up here. Okay, a double from EJ, right? But after that, Scar finds the foot, smells him. He's like, hey, I know that stench. Gets lucky here on the timing. They're all lined up.
Enemy remaining.
And they especially collab at the end. Scar. My goodness. That's going to leave a lasting wound.
I can't believe what I just watched, honestly. Some incredible sprays, but collat collection in the end. Just wow. Well, into the next round, and Todak one thing you can rely on them is they can shake off rounds like that. But that's the second time Todak have effectively been ecoed. They do want to fight though here with Kylie. He'll give a parting
Spike
gift with
planted.
Euro Theft, sure. And now Scar wants to go close again. Surprise, surprise! Scar is hunting!
Scar!
And he has just been a master here within the smoke. Absolutely criminal what he's getting away with. And the Scar 3K defines it all. Rolling Thunder 2. Nemesis. Stable still on the site. The Cloudburst comes, dark cover here too.
One enemy
Arta on the
remaining.
inside, and
Not
Arta
another.
is just picturesque. There's no way Nemesis is getting away with these things. But it flips the dirt now in a 1v2. Good damage onto Arta. Try to maybe get the wall bang
One
here.
enemy
Breach spotted.
remaining.
Shots lined up. But the time is no longer on his side. X instead here for Flips, a consolation. But TDK will cede the lead.
Well, Flips, you can't get away from it there. But, yeah, man, Scar just 2 rounds, 8 kills he's found in these past 2 rounds. Incredible stuff. He has the perfect timing to just seep his way into their behind, really, into their
One
back
enemy
lines.
One enemy
Gets
remaining.
everything going in their favor. If you're a Scar right now, you know that you've got to be feeling it, and for Todak, rather, they're gonna have to find some way to keep him in check.
He's tripled his kills in the past 2 rounds, and now Nemesis are just so much
know
so
exactly
in command of this one. Momentum heavily in their favor. Todak here tries to play the game that keep away, but there's no way to get away from Arta. Overrun is clear. The flood is an understatement here. As Team Nemesis claim B again, and Todak, how will they even fight this?
A good execute here from Nemesis, knowing they can simply outmaneuver and outgun Todak
enemy
here
remaining.
on the site. Pisha will find one and Fast Tau as well, but I mean, it's Nemesis now who have definitely woken on up in competition.
Don't give them time to
Team
reposition.
Nemesis, they have been on their A game from the get-go, and especially the rounds where they just punished Todak. The ace a while ago from the Omen, the second round eco. This is getting very costly for
I know
Todak.
it.
One
I was
enemy
surprised to
remaining.
see them call that time out here, because in the end, Team Nemesis, they play so well for these sites. The executes, especially on B, so oppressive thanks to Arta's presence. And you can see Severin just talking to the squad. Things are not looking good for Todak at all. It's so tough. It's so tough. But Team Nemesis, absolutely impressive in their outing so far. You're playing against this Cypher Lock composition, and you're winning out on the attacking side. It's a great sign here. Nemesis also, we were talking about it a while ago. Some players that were silent in their first outing on Ascent, awake now. With Scar especially, Miyu and Arta right behind them. Sure, the Omen above and beyond everyone else. But the space made by the Neon Breach combo, it is paramount to the Nemesis success.
Well, for Nemesis here, I'm looking to see how long they can continue this on the attacking side. Todak really need to be able to get a stop going here. Flipsider has so much coming his way. The spam while hopping like a bunny. Faustau makes it connect.
Yeah, somehow, but EJ there
Spike
still in
down
position.
A.
Hunter Spear gonna be called. Spike has been dropped. Elmi Moore tried to look for a target, but it's apparently Scar who's still in position for those smokes. And the case, TDK, now the man advantage. The chaos working out in their favor. But job's not done. We've seen Nemesis get out of situations like this before. The Owl Drone here getting the intel too, while Scar picks up the spike. Todak waiting on the sound. Instead though, they send it. Sayu now with the spot. Scar gets out of there, so we have a moment to breathe into the 1v3.
Okay. Let's
planted.
calm down here. Scar, he has been exemplary these past few rounds. You're gonna want to reload while you can now, buddy.
Not ready yet.
Opts to hold it in.
Should hear this one coming. A full stack here from Todak from the spawn side. Low HP though for all of them here, but the wall bang will just connect immediately. What's up, Scar? We see you! And it's Todak off the timeout, getting their 4th round.
Oh yeah, he had to go aggressive there as soon as he got the plant. I mean, he TP'd onto the site because I assume, you know, he kind of was rushing to click onto it, but ideally you want to maybe plant it right by the stairs so that after you get the plant, you can walk into either market or CT, that defender side spawn, peek out, get the pick off, bail, bring it to a 2v1, and then from then on forward play. But, yeah, unfortunate. Scar's been great, though, so far, but that one's a bit too difficult to work out when you get scanned.
Yeah, I mean, a round like that, though, from Todak just screams confidence still. Just look for the off timing. They know they can win these kind of fights, and they say so with a round like that. Back now to the operator to control the pace of mid. It's still TDK, though. Respecting the utility. Sayu backing away onto the side. EJ here playing with fire. His dash gonna get burned. The tripwire there. EJ getting Miyu. There's so much intel that Todak can work with. The scans just exposing Nemesis to the elements. They still have 4 standing. EJ, do you dare? Do you dare? Not gonna happen. Instead, Nemesis in tabs of B. The Aldron spotted. We've seen this before from Team Nemesis. Now this is more successful as they get rid of EJ. And they leave one on the lurk. Faustau waiting for the rotation while the rest of the team look to play into A side. Faustau needs to come up big here. Spotted now. Paranoia to dislodge him. TDK on the chase. The double swing comes in. There's the kill. But where's Flipster in all of
Spike
this?
planted.
4v3. Let's see if they're able to make this one happen. Still Nemesis. Todak looking to play the retake here. They have to make sure that nobody is waiting in awkward positions against him, namely especially Arda here, who's all the way in heaven.
They're forced to play on the site. They couldn't clear A main at all, and flips to the now, throwing the grab that catches one here by the Jenny. Arda though, unable to get the kill. It's Elmi more there, but Capisha has gotten 2 here. Capisha's not done! An absolute machine on the site! No matter what angle, Capisha's got your back, and Team Nemesis go to 6!
How do they do it here? Capisha's just been such a fiery player all throughout the day. This map has been a bit quieter for him, but when it matters the most, you see Capisha deliver within the site. Looking back and forth, a 4K so sharp.
Man spinning like a Beyblade. I know it's hip, I know it's back, but it's insane that he handled main rafters main again in succession. Perhaps even the Colat spray there in one of those kills, or 2 of those kills rather. But in any case, Team Nemesis, they are impressing to say the least here against the veterans of Todak. Capisha now, Aldron into play, EJ, awkward dash, Miyu will survive the fight with 5 HP, and Nemesis get rid of the jet threat early.
Jet threat.
Mm-hmm.
That rolls sleeve.
Say it that
Flip it
time.
there.
Sound sensor up.
Have to bail off. I'm not that good with my words, sir. This tongue only goes so many ways.
Ah, I see. Skillful man. Again, don't forget, guys. Podcaster, journalist, caster.
No,
Real job.
I meant the opposite.
Nah. We're hyping things up as Team Nemesis bring in the energy again. On to B they go. Miyu though too low on the HP, can't really fight back. Nice
Spike
kills from
down,
TDK,
B.
but Nemesis still onto the B side. Will Elmi more and flips to their bother, trying to contest this early on. They let the spike be planted, sure, but here they come. They smoke out A main. Capisha, timing's on you, buddy. Here we go again. The swing out comes into the smoke. Elmi more all alone now. Gets tagged even, now found. Team Nemesis go to 7.
At least here for Nemesis,
Last round
finally
before the
able to
switch.
secure the advantageous half no matter what happens in the final round here. And you want that to happen, especially in this opener of an attack. Then you have the lead coming into the second half where you could potentially close things out on the favored side. EJ now pulls out the op. And he's been having himself a better game, I'd wager, compared to what we saw in his Yoru a while ago. Yet, Todak is unable to follow his lead.
Yeah, I mean, just Nemesis always finding the answers here versus now the operator. This time EJ gets his revenge that quickly. Miyu, a target to his scope, and with it, Todak will just slow the pace of Nemesis to a crawl here. They're gonna rely on the lurk here of Faustau, the Owl Drone. Close intel, there you go, saw the white hat there.
5v4 now.
My ult is ready.
Take flight.
Hear that charge being taken towards B, and they have to know the onslaught is to come soon. Sayu has a lot to fend off here, still has that dart. Will not let it loose. Flash, it's a team flash actually. Catches.
Oh no, don't TP like that, and Kylie! Shredding them apart to absolute ribbons. Annihilation 2, doesn't even need it. Capricious doubles answered by the trade, and TDK at least get 5.
Switching
We've seen
sides.
some incredible mechanical displays all throughout Dax, and this is in a stage where you might not expect it per se, but we've seen incredible spray transfers, flicks, shots. One of those are from Sayu, yes, but
Out Todak on the attacking side. Cyberlock will be potent enough to make the plays happen here on the A side.
Todak, let's see if they can get themselves back into the game here as an execute does come underway towards A. Nobody really stopped.
Yeah.
Nemesis opt to try and go for. Are they gonna flank? Yes, they are.
Spike
Yeah,
planted.
Black Critic, but I'm concerned about this one. The big win condition here for Todak is to get the post plant. And if you let them get on site for free, then suddenly they're the defenders yet again. The barrier mesh in position flips as well. In a good spot there to get the catch, but then again, Team Nemesis never count out their fragging potential. They got in 2 in response. 3v3. Elmi Moore spotted here by Arta. And this is the signal for Team Nemesis to go. Send out the Paranoia 2. Into the corner. Here for Sayu and EJ. Sayu now falling. EJ here all alone. And Team Nemesis! I learned my lesson. Don't doubt them. Don't count them out. Here they are winning the pistol to get to 8.
Out of charges.
Well, you said it right. The win condition
go
here,
easy on them.
if
They
you
will
are for Todak, is you get to that plant position, you should have it in the bag because of how much utility you have to stop the retake from happening. But still, sometimes it comes down to how to really open up those situations to make it more winnable. And Nemesis, they found that answer through landing a bunch of headshots.
And the catch on the flips there,
They're not better than me.
them spotting the lurk of Elmimore. Some key picks again.
That was a big one, yeah.
Yeah, giving Nemesis the advantage here. So now they play the anti-eco. 2 Bulldogs. Sure, got that Guardian for Capisha as well. Todak, a different plan. Moving into mid, trying to see where they can go. It's interesting that Nemesis is actually sending out a tripwire a lot closer to bench than usual. So the shock dart,
Yeah, that's pretty deep.
yeah, the shock dart doesn't catch it because of it.
Enemy.
And they're ready to swing off of it too. You can see them triple stack there towards mid, but no pizzas to come. I wish I had pizza. Oh,
Which
wait,
one?
maybe? EJ's able to circumvent it.
Oh, because he jumps on the
Thank you.
bench and then jumps there. But the problem is, yeah, Nemesis is waiting. I like it. Thank you for teaching us, Mr. EJ, why you can get away from a tutorial like that. Okay, though. Stun coming on in. The blind! Everything's just set and ready for Team Nemesis. Great utility. Just stopping Todak in their tracks. Time runs out.
30 seconds
Classic
left.
in the sheriff. Sayu here. Trying to make some right clicks work, but Nemesis is just in front of TDK already. There's no real way to get through this.
Yeah, I'm gonna be surprised if they somehow punch through with 15 seconds left on the clock and ticking. Ultimately, will be around. Going towards
player
them. You want to go down here though. You want to die. 'Cause, yeah, this wouldn't be good economically otherwise.
Out of charges.
Capisha will farm them at the end.
Yep.
Nemesis, pretty good, not too shabby so far against a team like Todak. I don't think we would have expected Nemesis to be the second seed of this group, frankly.
Nice drop.
It's a little early to say, but I want to echo your statements there.
Last
I would
player
also
standing.
say
10 seconds
I would
left.
be surprised to see if Todak doesn't make it to the top 2 in the first place. That would be a huge
I'm
blow
out of here.
to the TDK roster. And this is their best chance to prevent that reality from happening. Guns out, Paranoia play though. Incredible set here from Nemesis. Scar and Miyu have collapsed on the opposition, and with it, Nemesis just catching Todak off guard. Here we come onto A site though. Faust out on top, Kapisha again, and there's no way! This is a bonus! You can't be doing this! A flawless to get to 10!
Of course, this is the round that they win here, Nemesis, right?
Simple as that.
After they've been winning everything, and then the bonus as well goes their way. Here on the defense, you wouldn't expect it to be so, but Todak, man, maybe this is the woes of playing this comp with the attack. You just don't have as much to utilize here in the executes compared to having a double initiator.
Look, winning a bonus, it can happen, but a flawless bonus, just unbelievable. I think I've been taken aback by Team Nemesis so much in this game, and they've really proved themselves with how coordinated their play has been so far. Now TTK trying to make their way into A, and Eagle again, a single stinger in the hands of Flipsider. And really for TTK, if they can get that annihilation, it could be helpful into the pulse plant. So we go again with Nemesis risking it on the retake. It worked out before in the pistol. What could happen here?
Blocking sight.
Okay, EJ able to get the good one that they needed to open up the tree position, but the rest of Nemesis here are flooding on through. Tree trying to be occupied. They have a flank as well coming in from the mid position here. That could be big, but let's see if the timing's going to work out as the siege is already on the way.
Yeah, and Miyu's already in there. Team Nemesis clearing out the corners. Faust out in position. And Nemesis here, gun strong. Here we have it. Kylie's found. And Team Nemesis again. Another impressive retake. Caveat, sure, better guns, but it's still 11 here for Team Nemesis.
Yeah, like Kylie gets the kill, but yeah, just a bit too late here at that point as the damage has already been done. Which is why I mentioned good flank, but siege is already underway on the retake. EJ doing as best as he can to keep this boat afloat, but quickly sinking. If they round, that's going to be the iceberg potentially to tip this one over.
Yeah, and at this point, right, if Team Nemesis takes this, they will be that second seed in the standings. I think in terms of tiebreakers, no matter what happens, Teammate NKT will be the first seed as they beat both of these teams already. But beyond that, Team Nemesis, they just understand the game plan of Todak so well. You think that the double sentinel will be strong on the post plant? It's still that retake game that they rely on coming into the earlier rounds of Black and Blue. Nemesis being the aggressors thanks to that Neon and Breach, and it's been just working out so well for them.
Well, what's been working out really here for Todak initially, earlier on, I think, was some of the aggressive stances that EJ was able to set himself up for. We saw some good moments as well from Flipsider early in the half, but it just isn't coming nearly as frequently as we want to see from Todak right now. Almost like they've lost some steam after the previous matchups, and after losing NKT, they just don't look as sharp as they've been.
Oh no, and LME Morse even found great response from EJ at the very least. Both Omens gone from the round. We signed DK.
That's a bad omen.
They're gonna try to double it up again. I think they were pretty good omens, both of those players.
Gotta go.
But Miyu, does he dare it? Sayu
No.
and EJ. Targets. There's no.
I can't believe it!
Way!
He who dares wins.
Wait.
Miyu dared to challenge. He heard us. We were like, no, no.
No. Yes.
And then he makes it happen.
Yeah, and Miyu here, just on the rampage, spike control in his hands, and he's confident he can get more.
Remaining.
Flipsider walks us down one, and Miyu, another. Here we have it, an ace to put themselves on match points.
I cannot believe it.
Match point.
At the edge here.
I'm out of here.
At the cusp of defeat.
I'm out of here.
Ace is what he pulls out, Miyu. To cement this game as one that could be way out of reach.
One enemy remaining.
Is that the nail in the coffin we were looking for? Perhaps. There's One more to go.
Oh,
But an ecstatic announcement there at the end from him.
I love it. The war cry from Miyu and Team Nemesis. Just a single round away from getting their revenge versus Todak and establishing local supremacy here. This has been their map to remember. And with Arta swinging out, it's Sayu with the punish. A chance here for Todak. Miyu just leaping over a target. And LB Moore trying to give chase. Scar though, clearing the corner now. 4v4 onto the side. Fast out here, overrun. Miyu again in position to make the trade happen. Annihilation, who's cocooned. It seems like it's Kapisha wrapped on up, but he's out in the open. And that's Todak with the man advantage. Onto the site now, here for TDK.
2v3 now, TDK trying to retake. Or trying to get the
Last
plant down
player
against the
standing.
retake. That's coming.
planted.
Kylie will find one. Scar's left all alone. Just be careful.
Out towards lane. Flip spotted here, but the rest of TDK are set and ready on the side. EJ now with those blades. Good enough to get the 6. Todak again. The question is here. Do you have it in you to mount that comeback?
It's not about what they want, Dak, just about how they go about achieving it. Odin now out in the up as well. Lots of support weapons here coming from Nemesis and Todak. They bought themselves at least a sliver of a chance. Will they get even more going their way?
I'm out
EJ
of here.
has to lead the charge once more. Off out from Miyu, going very aggressive here. With the
Oh,
op?
he's triggered.
Is that the
Yup.
best idea?
Well, the results speak for itself. Todak, you're not gonna take that disrespect at all. And Kylie here with the cam. The rest of the team of TDK are making their way towards a Faustau though. Nice swing. But Kylie's busy ripping out that dart.
Right there.
In the end, Raptors now under the rest. Odin here. Not the best spot for Kapisha. Todak C and A side absolutely clear. And with these numbers, they're in position to take even more risk. EJ into the blind from the omen. Well done to catch up fast out first. Arta had to back out. Setting up the smokes. The breach. Just in a bad spot here to try and fight back. EJ still on the hunt. Arta knows both angles will be covered. And EJ's 3K will keep TDK rolling.
So awkward to get proper crosshair placement against EJ there when he's on like a slope plane and you just don't know which angle he's going to be peeking you at as compared to, EJ on the counteract. He goes flat, but I get that we're feeling confident here, Nemesis, right? But yeah, we can't get too ahead of ourselves like that and take risks, because you start doing that, this scoreline could quickly close in and creep on you.
Yeah. Here we have it. Miyu. Oh no.
Another one.
It's just not working with the operator. This TDK shutting down the Neon early, and we've seen in the past few rounds that Miyu has been the linchpin of the offensive plays from the defense.
Just big shutdowns after big shutdowns here. Coming in from TDK against that op. So I'm going to assume that he's going to be dissuaded from pulling it out further in this half. A-side is open, yes. There's a trip. He'll get caught with it, but taking the side for the most part.
Oh, and Arta does break the barrier mesh, caught by the Gravnet. We're gonna hear those sound cues, and yeah, Scar is
Spike
the target
planted.
there. Todak now, spike planted over onto A. 5v3, and EJ just ready for any kind of Raptors action. Can anyone from Nemesis even get close? Answers no, they're gonna give it up and go for the save here.
Yeah, smart idea. You do not want to get forced into an eco, then it's 12-8, and the eco will probably bring it to 12-9, and if you lose another round, it can get way too close for comfort very soon. Oh no, they needed to hold on to as much as they can, and they lose Capiche too. Okay.
Have the operator at the very least. Faustau, save that for now. Tell me more though, putting the pressure on, and Todak, they're just going hunting. They have money to expend anyway. They can afford to make these fights happen. And if they get rid of the operator, this could be huge. Faustau, smart idea, stays into cover. and they can bring it to the next round.
Okay. Luckily able to keep it in their hands. Will they give it back to Miyu? Timeout called here. I believe that's... I would assume
Nemesis.
it's going to be from NSS, but...
Yeah, it is.
Did I read it right? Isn't it TDK? That's TDK's timeout.
No.
Oh, no, it's not.
Yeah. You probably saw the logo. And you were like,
Yeah.
"Huh?"
I thought for a second it was Todak's.
Well,
Yeah.
we need a second here for a Team Nemesis, right? They're
I need a third.
That's true. They're 1 round away from taking this one, putting themselves in the 2nd seed within the group. And especially, we've seen the past few rounds, just this operator isn't getting value from the Neon. Can anyone else hold it? Can they assist him to find the snipe? Well, that's what Coach Dave is here to talk about with the rest of the team. They have done an incredible job to make it here in the first place. They just need to seal the deal if they can do it.
That's a big if here. Especially with the momentum we're seeing from Todak right now. So many of these games today, Dax, like 3 out of 5 have been looking like, oh, it's kind of a wash, and then wait a minute, it's a lot closer than you'd expect.
Yeah.
You get these final score lines that
Cage triggered.
don't initially look like what they'd end up being.
Well, Group C, you know, group comeback. And here we have it now. Arta, early contact point, and I feel like it's better from Team Nemesis. They're gonna assist the Neon at the very least. Todak, bring that spike towards A. But the spot is the Cypher setup. Got Fausta waiting on that side of the map. Really, TDK just looking to see if they can get a pick here.
Look where the sonic sensors are set up, though. This is to stop a potential kind of mid-split rush coming from the MSS.
They found my wire.
They leave both Sentinels there towards B, actually.
Fausta looking for anyone within the smoke. They know how both teams have been eager to play
Revealing
within
area.
those
Cage
fears.
triggered.
And now with Dart into play, Paranoia as well on the side. Scar sending his own. EJ caught in the tripwire and the spray down, mow down. This is easy pickings here for Scar. He's gotten 2. The swing out comes. Team Nemesis a kill away to get the revenge. And Todak, you gotta wonder what has gone wrong. Kylie, the only one still standing, does have some time to put it onto the site here.
He has a camera as well to place. Just to confirm if they're up towards heaven. He's going to do it dry, actually.
10 seconds left.
Not
Nine.
wanting to give himself up.
It's ready.
Stun. It still connects on to Kylie. And here comes Team Nemesis now. A 2v1. And Miyu gets close with the classic. They've done it. They've gotten it. The rivalry has been avenged. And Team Nemesis will take down Todak here 13-8.
Defenders.
They all 11-13. We saw that comeback from an 8-0. Almost made it happen. See if they can do some good damage here against their fellow countrymen.
And so cute. He had 5 first kills. The last time we saw XOXO on his map, he was top fragging for the team. On the other side, we still can't forget how NKT finished it off with Z-Rip with 3 HP getting 3 kills. Insane stuff for both of their Thai squads. In the end, though, it's a battle for pride. It's a battle for XOXO to finally dent the record against NKT. It's a battle for NKT to really solidify their standing at the top of the group. And immediately, the 2 Neons butt heads. And straight up, Poom One Love gets the 1-up. Rave waiting here. Stun comes on in. Rave brings alert with him to the grave. It's tower it now. Picks on the list. It's dangerous for XOXO. They're just swinging in 1 by 1 against NKT. Paranoia is the play. Quick
enemy
flash, but
remaining.
still not going to be good enough versus Poom One Love. Anything else? Annie's X is gone. And it's Poom One Love with a 3K to set them off early.
Of course, right? Poom One Love, when he's at the helm, you know you're going to be going at breakneck speeds. Triple for him to start things off, and can't let So Cool Soda as well chiming in the fight and not mention it. XOXO here just caught off guard with the pace that Poom One Love and the rest of NKT want to play at. They were already there at the elbow position before they even knew what was happening.
NKT blitzing in.
I'm out
Now
of here.
onto the anti-eco. They'll look to do it yet again. Just see Boom One Love run into these sites. The smoke onto market as well. Dart's broken before it gets the trigger here. And with it, NKT for the post plant early on here.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
My goodness. We're looking at XOXO,
Spike
who
planted.
just are trying to get themselves even within touching distance to start off a retake, but NKT are not allowing them, harassing them, trying to make their way on in. Flash on out here on market, but
Go, go, go.
catching on.
Shot. I love that one. It does force them to stay away from the close corner. Space here for XOXO to try and play the retake in position, but Boom One Love is steady and good with the shot. Sun comes on in. Boom's not done. Does get blinded. With it decided, sure. Alert, Spectre. Here we go. All right, it comes into play. But NKT, they're just trading at this point. Nice shot from mid-tower Earth, but he's gonna get caught by Soko Soda. And that's gonna be it for the round. NKT get a second.
NKT, maybe not super clean, but they're able to hold on to some weapons. Moving forward, very quick 2 rounds we've been through here.
It's been a fast approach, and that's what happens when you let
Last
Boom One
player
Love set the
standing.
tempo, right?
One
It's just,
enemy
okay,
remaining.
Neon, go kill, and NKT follow suit from that point.
Yeah, this is the pace we're going to play at, and everybody keep up or at least try to do so. XOXO now have economy to buy up into this round.
I'm out of
Finally.
here.
With mid push here coming from Boom One Love.
I'm out of here.
Will break open that market door. Scan will connect off the knife. Oh, stun will hold him at bay, but Alert finds a kill somehow.
Yeah, Alert has been fishing for these kills ever since the start of the game. And NKT trading again. It's our Earth though, even up in numbers. I mean, the bonus so far here for NKT though. Bulldog Spectre versus 2 rifles. It's our Earth also has the flash. The aftershock allows them
One enemy
the side.
remaining.
Here comes the angle though. Rave on it. And there you have the damage, courtesy of XOXO. They'll get on the board.
Well, XOXO. You'd argue they took a lot of damage in that fight, in that round. But still, at least are able to convert it. Will mean, though, that coming into this 4th one, they won't have the best buy. Maybe some half armor to go around just to be able to force up a manual util, but at least they do get the round on the board, which is the more important fact. If you're XOXO right now, though, on this defensive side, you need to get all you can. That has to come
it's over.
relatively cleanly.
Yeah, and I'm thinking both sides here favoring the attack when they face off against Team Todak. So it's a good point you made there, Black and Blue. XOXO, the more they can get on the defense, get the round. Boom One Love, no danger, close. NXX gone, but here we go again. It's just trade for trade coming into this game. But NKT though, they have the man advantage. Waiting at Boba Dark. Couldn't hit the tap there. Alright, moving in. By the smoke before it drops, Starf in position, and NKT.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, not done. Darf's going for more. Now finally taken down.
Okay, Darf. See what you're trying to do here.
Dead.
Oh, Tower Earth as well. Be able to get another. Can he isolate these fights? He's
No one escapes.
just turned around.
No one.
3-1 here for NKT,
Standing
and
ahead.
these are quick rounds.
Enemies
NKT
close.
are setting.
Eyes up.
Yeah, this has been go for push, go for kills.
Gotta go.
Gotta love to see it from NKT especially, and it's really Boom One Love disrupting the plan from XOXO.
One enemy remaining.
More often than not, catching people, and they can still be busy, either knife out or gun out. And with it, NKT just follow the path that has been set. Now, we're gonna go towards A. They're pinging it already. The
I'm
rush
outta
down
here.
very possible. 2, make that 3 ultimates here.
Shortcut.
For Team NKT as well. The blitz now into the overdrive. Who's the target? Lightning will be coming from everywhere. It's a thunderstorm raining on the A site. And Boom One Love gets this one. A second. No, never mind. All right. It's just really trades. Here we go
enemy
with the battle
remaining.
though. Now then, NKT. How is All Right the only one still standing here? NKT the 4.
Flash range.
Yeah, just lightning fast pace.
Never
They're setting.
interrupt your enemy
They know that
when
this
they're
game
making a
is
mistake.
doesn't ultimately count, I guess, for their standings, because even if they lose to XOXO, they're both 2-1. Or at least they are 2-1, including Nemesis. They won the head-to-head, so you know it is a case of NKT just trying to figure out exactly how good they can perform and where they stand against a team like XOXO that they've already played quite a few times in their local circuit.
Yeah, I mean, they're very familiar one another, but it's also a familiar scene here for XOXO. NKT running away with this lead early, a quick little timeout here. And what are the options here for XOXO? They do have that breach to try and set up their Neon for success, but it's still NKT who more often than not are the ones getting the advantage early on.
Well, if you're XOXO, a win against the top seed of your region is probably a good feeling.
Yeah, not just that. And not just that, it's just a win against NKT would be the best feeling for XOXO, given the score every time they face off against one another.
Yeah. So what is it now? 8-0? 9-0?
I know, because it's one of them was the best of 5.
I'm out of here.
Yeah.
Only way I can put it, but
We're
yeah.
good.
XOXO here, Rolling Thunder is available for the retake. Null Command to start things off under Execute. And A will be coming under attack.
Oh no. Kept at bay, and this is the best sign for XOXO moving forward. Not only Boom, but Alert, so cool. Oh man. So cute. The teacher really in that corner. Attendance check. He's just checking all the boxes right now. And XOXO will finish it off after Darth gets a double kill on the other side. Seems like XOXO, they'll get the second round here.
They just keep their sights trained towards that A main choke, and NKT all try and peek out one at a time, get themselves filtered, able to focus their guns on the task at hand here. So cute, so sharp. Still,
enemy
Darth
remaining.
did a lot here considering the odds.
Yeah.
Got this too, but
There.
the trade was there
I'm out
already.
of here.
NKT. We'll try it again. But the ultimate team said it. XOXO. They have a pretty full armory. Just one away from the Steel Garden for utter completion. So cute. Here they come. Rip. Barrel scene. They know he's there. And wow. Okay. Very quick trade from both teams. Steel Garden now onto the side. And he's what was that? Incredible pick. Onto Darth. Exactly. Just really fast reactions here from XOXO now. Being a lot more confident, but Boom One Love just crawling his way to that kill. So 3v2 for now. NKT unable to land that spike. They spot the breach though. Now that numbers equalize, and that could be the escape over onto A here.
I'm out of here.
2v2 now. Where do NKT decide to go? A or B? Player on either side. Looks like A will be the option.
Rave?
Rave, what can he do?
One enemy
He
remaining.
lets the one pass. Will find the second as well coming his way. And XOXO bring it to within the round.
Yeah, I got a little concerned there. Went for the shots for the Neon before anything else, and still getting both kills anyway. XOXO off that timeout. Suddenly they play a different kind of pace. They realize NKT is just gonna send it. Might as well send it back.
enemy
And
remaining.
in these duels, we've seen how potent XOXO can be on this map. They're one away from tying things up.
XOXO still have those ultimates to utilize. Rolling Thunder could be thrown out here. That accompanied with the overdrive is pretty deadly combo on a retake situation. Razor Vines, rather the oh, have to be careful. Steel Garden here is available for NKT.
Oh, and Boom One Love tried to play off the stun, but NKT is the one to collect anyway. Alerts with the double there. Paranoia comes on in. Beautiful blind.
Spike
As Rave
down A.
gets a kill of his own. Still
player
NKT
standing
finding
with the spike.
targets on the other side. Again, the trades coming into this game. But it's so cute. All alone here.
One
Darth
enemy
doesn't
remaining.
spot him, and with it now, it's solo versus solo. Zerp on one side, so cute on the other. And we bring the fight to within.
Such a back and forth these rounds. Just trade after trade for everybody, really. That
Well
Arthur's
tripped.
could be big later on. Once again,
Spike
does have his
planted.
ult to utilize here. So once he confirms his position and he feels like it's too much, he could use it, technically.
He has everything though. He has that slide. He has that stun. So cute. Let's see what you can do on this dance floor. Zrip. Popping the Razor Vine though. Buying time for himself. From that link angle.
Go, go,
Flash
go.
also popped. This could be the opportunity here for So Cute. Fast lane now. It's the play. Here comes So Cute yet again. Speed kills. And he's just the fastest one there. EXO. We are tying it up.
Was so good at weaving through that, kind of making Zrip think he was going to go the other way, and then he just pops out the side. Side game we have on our hands.
Gotta go.
4-4. Hey, this is looking pretty good.
Gotta go.
Yeah, it's been a fun scuffle, to say the least.
Last player.
As of now, EXO.
One enemy remaining.
With them getting the advantage here, tying things up. Gotta wonder for NKT, do they change up the pace of the game? Time up now for Team NKT. It's just not working anymore where you send in Boom One Love. It's not, the space is there, yes, but we've seen EXO handle that kind of pressure.
XOXO. This is looking a lot better for them to from the get-go rather, compared to some of the earlier matches we saw. A slow start has been unfortunately kind of common for them, but here have kind of found their groove a bit earlier within this map, which is always a good sight to see, especially considering maybe the time there. They've been playing the whole day. This is their third series for both, rather third map for both of them.
They had to wait too. They had to
Yeah,
wait
they
for
did.
this last
They had,
matchup.
they had a long break between this map and their previous game. I think there was 2 maps in between.
Yeah, well, at least though, it's a better start from EXO. We've seen them get blown out during these first halves. First time we've seen today that they tie it up this early on, and it's a great sign moving forward.
I'm out of
NKT,
here.
now, after the timeout, 2
Shocking.
rifles still to play with. And Darf on the one-way box, sure. Scan comes on in, doesn't really find much. Mid here taken by Boom One Love, but it's So Cute there. Sending out the owl drone. Neon thinking about it now. No one spotted as of yet. Where is the push gonna come from?
Coming
With the
through.
shots now. Doorway to the market broken, but NKT still no real space. The numbers here for EXO could catch Boom One Love in the act. And has to use that speed to get out of there. Dark in response, pushing forward. Paranoia, the leap forward, but Rave is just steady as a rock. EXO stopping NKT before they can even make that space.
5v3 now. XOXO here looking to take the lead against NKT. Not something you expect to say. That's no shade to either side. It's just the reality of expectations here. And he's a quick a get rather a quick.
And EXO did expand. They expanded
30
that Rolling
seconds
Thunder
left.
to stop the initial B main push from NKT. And while So Cool Soda and Boom One Love
One
are
enemy
doing
remaining.
their own missions. Now, it's really the Neon holding that spike
I'm out of here.
and trying to save himself here.
Flawless.
No escape though. Trapped by EXO. Crosses on the eyes. It's a flawless one here to take the lead.
Go, go, go.
XOXO
I'm out of here.
completely found, I think, what's been working for them here against NKT. Looking a lot more confident compared to, I guess, some of their earlier bouts. NKT, what will they change on up? Their fast play was working for them a while ago, but
I'm out of
will
here.
that continue to be so? It's now that XOXO taking the lead. Will they choose a slower kind of default game plan?
But
Go,
still
go, go.
mid though. Pressure here by Boom One Love. Only a stinger in his hands.
Blinding.
And then he's X.
Wall tripped.
Ready on the
Blind
other
is
side.
dead.
Arcros no broken. No flash to use. And with it, that's NKT taking advantage of the angle. Dark not done. A double to the Omen.
more thorns.
Spike planted. An advance with device. The setup early on here towards Boba. And given that, NKT, they're just making EXO work for it. Paranoia, here we go. Rave, though, tries to hold Rave. A stellar double kill, keeping the fight alive. But we're not done with the flanks. Never mind. Brave! He's doing it all here for the team. A triple, but from the shadows. Gonna get cancelled on over, and NKT, they've done enough to make this clock as minimal as possible. Stay on site here for Zrip. Time running on out. So Cool Soda buying space 2. And in the smoke, they were thinking about the knives, but Zrip with spray. And NKT will make it back to 5.
And he almost got away with it, if not for those meddling kids who saw him try and go for the knife. That being Rave, I think, who kind of turned around at the last moment. It would have been nice. It would have been nice to see. Dark though is just so sharp here. Both Omens really, I think,
One
have
enemy
been
remaining.
pretty reliable for either side throughout the day. We settled to a 5v5. NKT are still
I'm out of here.
unable to look the same, I guess, way we saw from them earlier. And that Steel Garden has yet to be popped throughout this half.
Go, go, go.
A lot more aggressive here for NKT over the perhaps tactical approach we've seen from them in the past 2 times in their best of ones. But you've said it, Steel Garden still in hand. Darth also with the teleport over on spawn. No one from XOXO really sniffing that one out as of yet, and Darth's been thinking about it all throughout this game. He's creeping closer and closer. Now with a shot!
Oh
Nice
no!
spray, but so cute. A beautiful response there to at least get the Omen now out of the equation. Spike planted here on A though.
Spike planted.
Could have been at least 2 there, maybe even 3 if things really favored him. He had an opportunity but couldn't convert. 4v4 on the retake. They're going to decide to push on out early. Go for a pop flash play, but nobody there to be found. Most of them will be coming from main.
Alright. Sending out the recon outside the sites. But most of NKT just awaiting them here beyond the Vice utility. Strip here with a peek on forward. One Love deals with 2, but so cute there with the answer. Now so cute, making his way onto the site. But here we go again. There's no time for XOXO. And NKT, they'll play the clock down so well. It's on their side. It's now them in the lead, but they lose the guns. They brought it around.
It is the final round of the half.
Last round in the half.
But do they have enough economy to still buy
No.
up on this?
No, they're pretty.
No.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Womp womp.
Man, this could have been so nice by Dorf. He found the timing. He found his position right behind the enemy lines, but once again, just couldn't convert. Good retake attempt here by XOXO.
Try and tie things up.
Launching door.
XOXO here.
Back to it.
Can they equalize the scoreline at the end of the half?
Go, go,
Push
go.
out coming from NKT here towards mid. A bit unsupported though, One Love is, so he has to be careful about overcommitting. Still, nobody really from XOXO as they've kind of taken their control towards the extremities of the map instead of towards mid.
And XOXO pushing this one deep. Dark though in position. And the punish from NKT is strong. They found 2. One Love also calling attention here at mid. Now then, that TP away from the Omen. But in any case, Alert eager still to bring the spike towards a 3v2 now. And NKT watching out for potential lurks as well.
Yeah, plant will go down. You can see here,
Spike planted.
So Cool Soda so far away from the fight right now. Ult will be popped. Ult for ult. Stun relay. Both will connect. Oh my goodness, the overdrive. You might not have a weapon, but you've got these fingers to work with.
Almost
The
down.
ult is good enough to bring it to 1v1.
I'm
Let's
out
play
of
the
here.
tune here for XOXO. But So Cool Soda still have with the darts. Now moving forward. Shot though for the guard just doesn't hit. It's so cute. So deadly. It's XOXO to make it 6-6. A tied
worse.
score at the end of the first half.
Experiment works
Switching
out for him.
sides.
6-6. XOXO. Somehow are able to convert there at the end, especially off of the retake coming in from the Neon. Saw some moments here that could have gone either way, especially there towards the main. Somehow, Rave gets it. They're gonna have to do it with taking a round like this here. As NKT, if you're in their case, Boom One Love, you're gonna take up the challenge, and you're gonna see him do that exactly here. One way will keep both sides of main. They get squeezed out here in A main though, and Zrip
Spike down
gets a
mid.
double and falls back.
And the stun, here we go again. So
Last
cute has to
player
dodge his
standing.
own relay bolt. Still finding Boom One Love and EXO. That's split it on the dots here, man. They've taken the
Clock
lead.
ticking.
That's one way to put it. Quite a scramble of a round, for sure.
Need a drop.
I'm very confused about the fight there. This kept going back and forth, really. But great heads up from So cute rather, to be able to react to all that stimulation, really.
Gonna fry that bomb.
Hit his shots back and forth, looking left and
I'm
right, and
outta
still
here.
connecting. Great stuff from both duelists, but especially So cute right now.
Yeah, it's been a fun run here, but EXO look to make the sprint go further. Now then, right there, Boom One Love getting him on his own, and these pistols getting value here for NKT. Now Dark just puts it and he's like, oh wait, that's a ghost. Oh no, Rave. Just catching him, trying to pick up that gun and then some. In the end though, the TP there spotted by Soko Soda. NKT. Dude, Soko Soda, are you really gonna go for it? No. There, line it up. Now with the shots. Third time's the charm. NKT still with the angles here. 2 Phantoms versus 3 targets. Alert has to give up his position to break that start. Fragment comes on in. So
Last
there
player
with 9
standing.
off the strip.
I got
But Alert's
spiked.
classic
Down.
is so potent. The
One
free gun
enemy
doing
remaining.
damage. Now we go to 1v1. And So Cool Soda, line it up, shoot them down. NKT with the
sacrifice for
thrifty.
Both kills there by So Cool Soda in the round against back-turned enemies, opponents. Always finding himself in an unfair fight favoring him. He was pick off from Boom One Love to start things off. But yeah, these 2 rounds from NKT just so thrifty to say the very least. They've been able to put themselves in positions to hit easy shots.
That's one way to put it. NKT have found the openings here, and suddenly momentum shifts in their favor.
Bad move.
Phantoms out, and here we go with Boom One Love. Already the first, and a dip for more. The spray is solid.
Go, go,
Third
go.
kill right now.
Shocking.
The 2 line up for him. He's not done. The shear does get triggered. The paranoia in response. But does separate at all. Now the walls drop. Boom One Love. He's hunting for the clip. He's got the
And don't
ace.
come back.
And NKT will take this lead back.
Get off the anti-eco
Go
here.
down. Fight till the
Get
end.
ace.
No matter what.
Farm it on
Go,
up.
go, go.
Get some creds going your way. Get back to the top of the scoreboard. Feel good about yourself. Boom One Love getting himself going.
Bad move.
You want to see that from the duelist.
What?
He's definitely activated here in the
remaining.
second half. Compared to a bit of what we saw in the first. Not that he was
ตำรวจล็อกของ
bad
เหรอ
in the first. He was just not the Boom One Love that we love.
Yeah, well, they're gonna be loving that one there. Hearts bound for NKT. Effectively, in a way, kind of their bonus based on how these rounds have gone. But I say that, and they have Phantoms and Vandals to use. So this is a very strong start here for Team NKT. Not only that, now vying for lobby, you got Darth pushing forward on the other side. EXO just behind the wall, taking tiles, careful to play for mid, and they're looking at market to be the opening here.
Well, they're gonna take a silent approach. Gonna play that contact. Make sure they clear this. It is corner fed, and So Cute will get his first.
He can't
New
run
kill
though.
here. The match bay can't move at all. Alert will get the double. Will he find a third? Yes, he does.
Yeah, the pinch is so potent there from NKT. One Razor Vine ruining the day there for Zocute. 96 here, lining it up. Nice shot onto
Last
Darth.
player standing.
See it again as Alert. He's gotten the quad here, and he's just
I'm
like,
outta
boom,
here.
the round. How'd you finish the round already? I wanted the ace. NKT to 9.
Very one of the more anticlimactic 4Ks we've seen, but
Yeah,
it seems like the climax was at the start. He gets his double.
you should get that checked, man.
It's unfortunate.
Yeah, I mean, you want the action in the middle of the round, you know?
Yeah.
Ah,
Or maybe near the end, you know? Like big boom, pop off. Whoa.
that's true. It's more exciting when the timer is running on down, but the timeout here from XOXO, from what we've seen so far, suddenly NKT playing their game and then some. I like the fact that NKT has been solid with the utility. They've set up these traps that XOXO quite literally walk into, and that's where NKT do come up ahead.
Well, if they can continue to utilize those traps in the ways we've seen them here on the defense, then XOXO, with the pace that they're playing, perhaps could continuously run into those said trap setups they've got going. Could be a good way to continue this lead even further. XOXO have no qualms about pressing the pace, even on the attacking side especially. Kind of a force buy here coming from XOXO.
Yeah, they know they can away with NKT. They know that they can make these plays work. Boom, one love. Alongside alert. He found some great angles. We've seen some flashes. Being set on up. Presses 2. With XOXO now. Time for the overdrive. Elbow control established. Lightning versus Lightning though. Who's the better one to play the guitar here? It's Boom One Love who catches so cute. But then again, the utility there from XOXO opens up the A side. 2v1 suddenly, or rather 3v1. Now it's a 1v2. And NKT relying on Drip. We've seen this before though. We've seen this against Todak. It's the same angle too. Spotted by the Owl drone. Buying time. Went for the flash. Alright, it's Howard. Prepared on the other side. They're right beside one another. Now they're gonna go for the high-low. It writes itself. Drip will see this one, but he's only good for the one as XOXO survived the fight.
I was so terrified that they were going to line up there and maybe a Colat spray down once again, but this case won't be true. Bunch of ultimates soon to come up on here, but look at this. Complete chaos on the side as it executes. Both Neons popping to overdrive.
One enemy remaining.
Ultimately, it will be XOXO to come out with a round, and this game will be kept within reach. In the pocket. Nobody pulling away so far. Yeah, Operator out for Boom One Love, too.
Screw it. What? So that you can stay there, man. It's not worth it. Getting a freebie there, and now is Rip also struggling to survive. Avoids the Hunter's Fury in time. We did hear the Steel Garden, though. Press 2. And he's X, though. Zipping in. Does get traded. But in the end, XOXO thinking that the A side is a lot more feasible.
It's a pretty good flick, not gonna lie. Just to get the exposed head of Boom One Love there. XOXO. How did they deal with this? Dorf, he's got the right idea.
Oh no, shoulder seen, and Tower allows himself to get that kill. Over onto A now. Interesting enough though, Alert and Drip separated on both sides. Dart though, forcing Device to back away from the alleys. Think about Link. But it's really Alert, the one to watch out for. Spike planted. No one watching the rear. Alert. Seeing Rave. Fadeaway shot. So gets the dink for 10 HP. Alert. Trying to find a different angle, but it's all just Rip. It's all XOXO coming into this round. And a single bullet should be enough. Rave will confirm the kill he worked for. And it's tied up again.
Trust me.
9-9. As you mentioned, tied up game, close game here on our hands. NKT, yeah, mixed by at best. Is it the best idea to force up an op at this point? I'm not too sure I would agree with that position. This is looking like potentially an opportunity here for XOXO to take the lead up against NKT.
Behind me.
It's an exciting back and forth here. But XOXO finds themselves in a good spot. They look to take the advantage now. So cute.
I'm out of here.
And the rest. Elbow pressured yet again. And Alert has a Sheriff and a Dream. A nightmare though, as XOXO have gone hunting. Steel Garden 2 on the site. Boom One Love's operator only good for the solo. And while XOXO are winning out the trades, finally Zrip picking up the op. And looking to continue where his teammate left off. He has a lot of guns to bounce around with. Arcros, the flash, sure. The operator, no real
Spike
targets,
planted.
but with a rifle in hand now, it's a 1v2 ahead of him here. And these X's all right. They're just keeping themselves in safe angles for now.
Rip has a lot going against him here. 2v1. They know where exactly he is. Pops a flash. Spots one, spots a second, but all right, we'll keep it in check. And XOXO have successfully taken the lead.
Yeah, those swings just really confusing Rip there in the end. And XOXO, we've seen this lead get traded a bit around throughout the game. The best chance though for XOXO to pull away would be now. Hunter's Fury sure for So Cool Soda. But I'm looking at XOXO and they have that big piece of ultimate in their pocket. That Rolling Thunder can just be a commanding presence towards A.
I'm out of here.
See if they're able to utilize it in the best way. Hunter's Fury is available here for So Cool Soda on NKT's side. Mid has been the position that we're not really seeing too much going on from NKT's end, at least so far.
They've mostly given it up throughout the game.
Yeah.
And XOXO is sanctuary at this point. Now they move over onto A. NKT. Heard that coming, pinging those angles. Still, it's the two Vices in a bit of a deadlock against one another. Really, XOXO, for the first time in a long time, it's the most quiet round we've seen in the game. And Xexto did spot Rip in position. The Shear's gonna get tripped, and that's the go signal for NKT to execute. The rest of XOXO now make their way over onto A. Perhaps spotted here by that knife. And boom, one love. He's gonna go for it. The flash is solid. Hunter's Fury 2 into play. XOXO now trapped here and vaporized by the efforts of So Cool Soda. It's a stronghold made by NKT, and XOXO just can't find any leeway to push on forward. Dark first contact. Brave on the other side. The omens have been sharp. Brave sharper this time. 15 seconds. There's no real time, and XOXO, they're gonna have to give this one
10
up.
seconds left.
Well, great defensive set here from NKT, especially off the flash shot from Alert. I mean, while Poom One Love was only good for the one, allowed the Hunter's Fury to more adequately find its target, find its mark. From then on forward, basically won the round by attrition. XOXO just didn't have the will to fight for more of the round at this point. They knew that Economy was in a pretty delicate position. Do not want to take that risk, so save, I think, was the right idea. 10-10 as we move into the final act of regulation here. You can tell that both teams, they know this just got quite real.
This is where it gets concerning for XOXO, but NKT just run into that one. So cute. Spotting Poom One Love running at him. The rest of NKT, finally we get more of that mid lurk from them, and this could be a big chance for So Cool Soda. XOXO, do they think about it? Are they aware? So Cool Soda, he's in position now. Many members coming his way, but the first volley doesn't connect. Zrip also trying to hide in the corner, but stun comes on in. Zrip with the punish, sure. But XOXO preps for that one, and on to B they stroll.
I do like the idea for NKT to squeeze out the map a bit, right? Crawl up mid, but XOXO just know how to react to that. One of the few times we've actually seen NKT go for a play like that.
Spike
Alert is
planted.
able to get the one. Storf, no? Yes, he
Player
does.
standing.
Dark was there, but Rave will erase him from existence. Everything left to Alert here though. Fragment could separate the two on the post plan. Done for the tap. Suppress is solid too. Even spots out the Vice. Over onto the right-hand side thanks to the barrel. Flash comes on in. Here comes Alert now trying to isolate the angles to no avail. XOXO keep the lead and they're up to 11.
XOXO. They have been not just in the game, but they've been kind of dictating some of these rounds especially. They've had the lead now, what? Go to their favor and lose it twice now, so at this point, do you want to
Planted.
continue this forward?
Last player.
Just good reactions, really, on the mid push there that came from NKT.
And NKT, small fumbles there with the opportunity
I'm outta
to
here.
surprise the opposition. But XOXO, they're not even gonna let that mid lurk happen anymore. Straight up to courtyard. All right, alongside the tower. Angling to play at the market again, but so
Spike
cool.
down mid.
Soda, incredible
Right.
shot to the Guardian. Given that now, you'll also get the Thorns here popped by NKT. No real trade so far here from XOXO. The Aldrone even spotting out all those players, so they just have to swing out anyway. XOXO give it up, but NKT keeping up the pressure. That flank from Poom One Love could be massive here.
Let's see if it's going to work out. He's going to need to get the timing on this, as they're already looking to, seems like exfil from here. Towards A. We'll get the one on Annie's X at least.
Yeah. And the things come in from XOXO. They know that Neon came from spawn, so they can make the blood happen here towards A. Dart, though, really close to the corner. Not really gonna get much value. Dark now alone.
30
Give us the
seconds
sight
left.
for now. Brave, though, needed to make a play, and he gets it with alert. Overdrive here.
Spike
so cute.
down A.
The one. Looking for more. Gets
Last
second.
player
This
standing.
could be huge. XOXO turning things around. And here we go again with the flag spotted though. The spray, not enough, and he still had the lightning fingers to work with. A sudden shock here to the system. It's XOXO on match point.
Oh, that's a feels bad for So Cool Soda. You know that he knew that he should have had that kill there once So Cute turned his back, but was unable to connect with his shots, with his spray down. Even off the flank here from Boom One Love, it's XOXO who have
Spike
just
down A.
really been able to consistently keep their pace throughout this game. NKT have had arguably better and higher moments, but it's just hasn't been as consistent as XOXO's level of play.
Yeah, XOXO have taken every opportunity they can and have used it to their advantage. I love what we're seeing here from XOXO. They press the push, they make sure they get a lot of space, and they don't dilly-dally on these sites. They're very active around the map. When they're a man down, they make the push happen, knowing it's going to be a disadvantage anyway if they just let the post plant happen.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. XOXO have made these post plants so uncomfortable for NKT.
XOXO find themselves in a position to take down NKT in this map. Disregard the score down there. The opposite. It's the other way around. It's XOXO here. Yep, that's the right one. At match point right now versus the team that they've struggled to beat for 9 maps in a row. This could be their first.
Yeah, it's a huge moral victory here for XOXO.
Go, go, go!
They know that NKT is moving on, but they could get the last lap here, Black and Blue. You may have beaten us like 3-4 times throughout our history as XOXO, but this is going to be the one
outta
time
here.
that XOXO are in position to take the series away from NKT. This best of one looking strong for the attacking Thai squad. And not only that, this Rolling Thunder, it's been held for quite a while. This could be massive if they realize that NKT are double stacked here within elbow. That's what the Aldrone's for. Now then, the breach looking to line things up. Alert, he might get the interruption here. It's getting tense. Elbow now. Taken. Dark has to go for the blind. Steel Garden gonna be the first volley here. Primary's gone. Overdrive here, courtesy of Poom One Love. And NKT look to take advantage of this one. Hold close though. And he's next with the shorty. And XOXO within this corner so far.
Good idea to buy the shorty when you know the Steel Garden is available. Zrip dips in, bails on out. Rolling Thunder now thrown out into the site will affect Zrip.
30
But
seconds
Alert
left.
coming from behind will get the kill.
Yeah, Alert was waiting for that opportunity. And with XOXO unable to get that space, the hesitation is there. They're forced to stay here on elbow. It was NKT just using the corner well to dip in and out. And now So Cool Soda got in close, swings the
One
easy red
enemy
here.
remaining.
And
10
the Judge,
seconds left.
the Spectre,
Spike
these
down
guns
A.
packing quite the punch at this distance. Now Alert will be found, but NKT will keep themselves in the game. 2:11 they go off time.
to the final round of regulation 2. Round 24 it shall be. Do or die right now for NKT, but they bought themselves a chance to bring this into overtime. XOXO just after the rolling thunder there from elbow, unable to explode onto the site itself thereafter, which really did kind of spell the demise. That was their moment of momentum. Just unable to, once again, yeah, overrun the site after burning the huge ult.
Yeah, NKT,
Go, go, go.
this is their chance we haven't seen in overtime all day in this group. And XOXO now keeping tabs of mid. On the other side though, this is Pum One Love playing close to the lobby again. This one way has been a make or break for both of these teams. The stun, the answer, the response as well. Counter stun, we continue on. The ground is never safe. When XOXO look to contest the angle, but with the paranoia in response, Aldrone too. Utility upon utility. It's just getting stacked upon one another here from the shadows. Even Darf gets the intel, and XOXO have had enough and go to be here.
Here.
XOXO looking to commit, but there's a Vice here with all the utility that Zerf would want. See if he's able to convert these into kills. Maybe burns in time. 45 seconds left in the clock, and XOXO are sent packing to try and go the other way now.
Yeah, XOXO, there's the catch courtesy of Zerf and NKT. Making it very possible for them to keep the game, to keep the night going
30
here.
seconds left.
With an XOXO, a re-hit towards the B side, a good idea. As NKT have already evacuated, they just need to pop the shear and it should be good. Onto the side we go with XOXO.
XOXO will be able to get the spike down, but they have to try and get the play going here. It is a 4v5 against them. Oh, what a moment from Ironworth!
Huge damage done by XOXO. Soul Soda with a double as well and go down to a 2v2. And NKT
down, but they have to try and get the play going here. It is a 4v5 against them. Oh, what a moment from Ironworth! Huge damage done by XOXO. Soul Soda with a double as well and go down to a 2v2. And NKT need to survive this one.
enemy
Into the
remaining.
smoke though. It's Ironworth! What a shot! Just saw it coming. A triple
Last
here
player standing.
from the IGL. Soul Soda response in kind. But this is gonna be the one that we want to watch out for. Playing time holding close. Here we have it. It's Ironworth. This is his world. And XOXO.